Welcome in for another edition of Coalgate Wildcat Football. The 2024 Coalgate Wildcats are presented by First Bank. The Wildcats are sponsored by Brown's Funeral Service and Farmers Insurance Agent Lucinda Holland. The Coalgate Wildcats are brought to you by Studeville Ford, Shamrock Bank, and Logan & Sons. Coalgate Wildcat Athletics are also sponsored by Cole County Farm Bureau, Triple Heart Boutique, and H&L Customs. Also helping to bring you the Coalgate Wildcats, the RX Shop, and Cole County Community Hospital. The Wildcats are sponsored in part by Flower Garden and the Cole County Tag Agency. And now let's head to the field for your Coalgate Wildcats.
And good evening, everybody. We are live in Pushmataha County, home of the Antlers Bearcats. Good evening. I am Cody Newberry, joined alongside, as always, Blaine Riley. We're under 14 minutes here before we kick this Week 2 matchup off. Nathan Harden on the camera. I want to thank everybody for tuning in wherever you are, however you are. Thank you for joining us. We're on 107.5 KZIG The Rock, as well as YouTube.com. Go to YouTube.com, search at Coalgate Wildcats, at Coalgate Wildcats, not YouTube TV, just regular YouTube. The Antlers Band is making their way onto the field. Again, this is the Texoma Chevy Dealers pregame show with Chevy trucks. You're ready for anything Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. We'll step aside while we do the national anthem. We'll take a break. This is going to be Wildcat football here on 107.5 KZIG, The Rock.
In a world full of possibilities and firsts, you need neighbors in your corner, experts who have your back, and a cheering section to keep you going. That's why we're here. For 100 years and counting, we've been the first bank of dreaming big and the first bank of what's next. At First Bank, we believe that anything's possible, and we're here to help you believe it too. First Bank, here for possibilities.
Logan & Sons in Atoka has the outdoor equipment from top brands to make your outdoor work or play a cinch. Still, Exmark, Hustler, Spartan, Intimidator UTVs, and Envy neighborhood vehicles are in stock and ready for you. Stop by today at 853 South Mississippi or call 580-889-3329. Logan & Sons proudly supporting all our local athletes.
45% of people put off buying life insurance according to industry research. Insuring yourself and your family can help you be more prepared in the event of an illness or a tragic accident. Call your local farmer's agent, Lucinda Holland, and discover coverage options you can tailor to your priorities and budget. To learn more about your coverage options, call Lucinda Holland at 580-889-3745.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Life insurance issued by Farmers New World Life Insurance Company, Bellevue, Washington. Industry research conducted by Lima, and Life Happens in 2021.
This is Eric Studeville, inviting you to buy the Studeville way.
Whether you're looking for open roads
or you like them built tough,
there is only one way to buy your vehicle.
And that's the Studeville way.
Studeville Chevrolet, 851 Westside Drive in Durant, and StudevilleChevrolet.com.
And Studeville Ford, 1601 South Mississippi in Atoka, and StudevilleFord.net.
The Studeville family of dealerships,
proudly serving you and your communities.
Be with our country, be with our leaders. We thank you for remitting blessings, dear Lord. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
This is the Texoma Chevy Dealers pregame show. Looking for more power, capability, and technology with Chevy trucks. You're ready for anything. Chevrolet, together, let's drive as we get you set for the Coalgate Wildcats against the Antlers Bearcats. This is the 44th all-time meeting. Coalgate leads 22 wins to 21 wins. This is actually the third most common opponent that Coalgate plays behind Atoka, Tishomingo, and Antlers with the 44th all-time meeting. They first met all the way back in 1944. They played every year since 2018. Since that time, Antlers holds a 5-1 lead. And in fact, they've won 5 in a row since 2019. Coalgate's longest win streak in the series stands at 6. Antlers currently has a winning streak of 5. They're going to go for 6th straight win tonight against Coalgate. Antlers did win last year 44-16 in game number 2, just like tonight in Antlers. Again, this is a common opponent. They've met 28 times as district opponents for the Antlers Bearcats. For the Antlers Bearcats, they're under head coach Dustin Beasley in his 4th year, 24-20 overall. They play in Division II, Class 2A, District 8. They were 5-5 last year. They won their first 4, then they lost their next 4, and then went 1-1 to finish out the season last week, losing to Pecola 54-28. We'll take one more break here on the Texoma Chevy Dealers pregame show. We'll be back with the Triple Heart Boutique starting lineup and welcome Blaine into the broadcast. We'll be back right here on 107.5 KZIG, The Rock.
With Chevy trucks, be ready for adventure. With power you can count on. Capability that doesn't compromise. A hard-working EV with more range than any competitor and the potential to take you anywhere. It's Chevy truck season. Get 1.9% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. Chevrolet, the #1 selling truck brand in Texoma.
A community bank is far more than just a bank that offers the services such as online and mobile banking, mobile deposit, and loans that fit your needs. A community bank invests in the community it serves. Your phone call will be answered by local people you already know and will make you feel welcome by greeting you as you enter the lobby. At Shamrock Bank, we effectively combine convenient banking technology with people you know and trust. It really is the people that make the difference. At Shamrock Bank, you are more than a customer, and we are more than a bank. Shamrock Bank, member FDIC.
Brown's Funeral Service in Atoka, Coalgate, Durant, and Medill are proud to be a part of the communities they serve. Since 1994, Brown's Funeral Service has proudly supported nonprofits, police and fire departments, local military members, and area schools. The staff at Brown's Funeral Service takes great pride in these endeavors because they realize it's more than being in business. It's about being a thread in the fabric of our community. Brown's Funeral Service, where service begins but never ends.
And we're back here in Pushmataha County as both bands have made their way onto the field as kind of a band off here with about 6.5 minutes left before kickoff. This is the Texoma Chevy Dealers pregame show with impressive towing, incredible bed and tailgate functionality, and powerful engines. Chevy Silverado, Colorado, and Tahoe have what you need to get things done when you want them done. Chevrolet's got you. Chevrolet, together, let's drive. We'll welcome Blaine Riley into the broadcast with the Triple Heart Boutique starting lineup for the Coalgate Wildcats. Be sure and check out Wildcat Sports Corner for all your Wildcat gear. Triple Heart Boutique located on Main Street in Coalgate.
All right, on the offense tonight, starting offense in the backfield, quarterback number 11, Colby Brown. He's joined in the backfield by starting running back number 4, Bryson Stowe. Wide receivers split out to the right, number 10, Tristan Trevathan. Split wide to the left, number 1, Trip Jones. In the slot on the left side, number 3, Zeke Marlowe. In the slot on the right side, number 13, Tate Diaz. On the offensive line, left tackle, number 72, Ethan Nelson. Left guard, number 70, Axel McNutt. The center, number 52, Jeff Burris. Right guard, number 50, Coda Wainscott. And the right tackle, number 75, Caden Russell. On the defensive end on the left side, number 75, Caden Russell. Defensive end on the right, number 8, Dax Childers. The nose guard, number 50, Coda Wainscott. Defensive tackle number 27, Rowdy Hemphill. The linebackers, middle linebacker number 3, Zeke Marlowe. Left outside linebacker number 4, Bryson Stowe. Right outside linebacker number 5, Kyler Woods. Left cornerback number 10, Tristan Trevathan. Right side cornerback number 13, Tate Diaz. And at the safety positions, number 25, Che Barnett, and number 1, Trip Jones.
That was the Triple Heart Boutique starting lineup. You can find exciting styles and fashion with the wide variety of graphic tees and great brands such as Crazy Train, Gypsy Jazz, Very G, Mud Pie, and much, much more. Triple Heart Boutique, a proud sponsor of all Coalgate athletics. Blaine, welcome to the broadcast. Coalgate's coming off a Week 1 victory. Coalgate is looking for their first Week 2 victory since 2018. That was the last time the Wildcats won 3 non-district games. Coalgate, again, coming in here the exact same time as last year, coming up well short, 44-16. Blaine, we seen Coalgate last week have a pretty decisive win on the defensive front. What are some keys tonight with about 4 minutes left here before we get things started?
I think that defense is going to have to play really well again, play stout like they did last week. You know, Antlers kind of does some different things offensively. I watched quite a bit of their game from last week. They ran a lot of spread at times, and then at times they went kind of into the wing tee. So got to kind of be prepared for either thing, and just, you know, play very physical and aggressive like you did last week. It's going to be the key on defense. Try to force a couple turnovers. On offense, you got to take care of the football. You did a decent job of that last week, had 2 turnovers. Really need to try to limit it to less than that even this week to really help your chances of winning. And just, you know, consistently move the ball. The Wildcats at times last week moved the ball well. At times they kind of got a little bogged down. I think the running game has got to be a little better than it was last week. Not that it was bad last week, but just a little inconsistent. Got to find a little bit more consistency in that running game to go along with the passing game.
Right at 3 minutes to go here on the Texoma Chevy Dealers pregame show. Captains made their way onto the field. I believe Antlers won the toss, and I believe they elected to receive. The umpire was standing on the far side, and I couldn't tell if he declined it or if he did the motion to accept. I'm pretty sure that Antlers won the toss and will be playing offense first. I want to thank First Bank as they are the presenting sponsor as always tonight. And they've been a presenting sponsor for years here on the broadcast. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Hope to bring you a good broadcast. We had a little bit of showers here as we were setting up, but clearing off now. It's going to cool off here, I believe, probably into the 70s before the end of the night. Pretty clear sky as we are here in Antlers, Oklahoma. The field runs east and west, so if you're going right to left on your radio dial, which the Wildcats will be doing, they will be into the sun for a little bit. 2 minutes to go here. Talking to Coach Cater this week. He was very, very pleased with the defense, said the offense, kind of like you said, can kind of get things going, but that's to be expected, Blaine. Defenses usually come along faster in the offense than the offense does.
Yeah, and you got to remember, too, you had a young, talented quarterback in Colby Brown, but he was making his first career start last week. Generally, it takes quarterbacks a few games into their career starting-wise before you really see them really reaching the top of their potential. Colby's going to continue to get better. Played well last week. You know, his 2 interceptions, I don't really think either one of them were really a bad decision. Just missed on throws a little bit. Threw one a little bit too high over the middle when he had a guy open. That's encouraging that it wasn't mental mistakes. It was more physical mistakes, which are kind of easier to correct, really and truly. So,
Wildcats for the second week in a row donning their road uniforms. They're going to be white tops and white bottoms. Purple Wildcat cursive written across the chest with purple block numerals. Purple helmets with a block C on one side and the cursive written Wildcat on the right side. For the Antlers Bearcats, they're going to be blue on blue on blue, blue hats, blue shirts with block letter Antlers across the chest with block gold numerals with blue pants. Again, Antlers did win the toss. They have elected to receive. They're going to take on this defense here early on, Blaine, see if they can move the ball. 12 minutes are on the clock. This has been the Texoma Chevy Dealers pregame show. With Chevy Trucks, you're ready for anything. Chevrolet, together, let's ride. Antlers will have the ball first. They will be going left to right on your radio dial. 7 o'clock tip-off tonight as we move to the new district. Those will be 7 o'clock tip-offs as well. And here's the kick. Line drive kick. Picked up at the 25, stumbling at the 30, moving to the 40, and that's where he's taken down. Good hit there by Trip Jones. And Antlers will start at their own 40-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Bearcats.
Yeah, good coverage that time by the Wildcats. Not a whole lot of room. Trip Jones did a good job of getting the returner on the ground fairly quickly there. Antlers will start 1st and 10 from their own 40. We'll get a look starting out here at what really was the strength for the Wildcats last week, the defense on the field first.
Ball's placed on the near hash. Antlers left to right on your radio dial. Looks like they're going to line up in shotgun formation. It's going to be quarterback tonight, number 0. 3 receivers to the top of the screen. Wildcats showing blitz. They do. It's quarterback draw around the left side, making some people miss, but only is able to get maybe a yard on the play. Good coverage there, open field tackling. Number 50, Coda Wainscott, he's out there. Number 5, Kyler Woods. It's going to be 2nd down and 9 for the Bearcats.
Good job on that play by the Wildcat defense. Taylor Spears was in the backfield quickly, wasn't able to get the quarterback down, but made him change direction enough, take a little bit more time to get out there to that edge, give the rest of the Wildcat defenders time to rally to the football, get him down for just a 1-yard gain.
Looked like he might have had some room to run, but Blaine, we've noticed the speed of this defense this year is a lot more noticeable than it was last year.
For sure.
2 receivers to the near side, and it's going to be a false start. They didn't call. They didn't.
Wow.
But he's taken down from behind. Dax Childers coming in from his defensive end position. Quarterback was able to gain maybe 2 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 7. A clear false start on that. The flag was not thrown. 3rd and 7 for the Bearcats.
Yeah, line judge on this side missed that one for sure. He definitely jumped early, but good job by Dax Childers from the opposite side defensive end, not giving up on that play, chasing down all the way from the other side and getting him on the ground after just a gain of 2 or 3 yards. Make it 3rd and about 6 here for the Bearcats.
3rd and 6. The Bearcats have to get to the 50-yard line. 2 receivers to the top of the screen. Shotgun formation. Wildcats showing blitz. They come. Quarterback bootleg around the far side. Cuts to the 45 and then goes sideways, and the Wildcats stop him. Looks like he had some room to run, but decided to go sideways toward the sideline. May have gained a yard on the play. It's going to be 4th and about 4 now for the Bearcats from their own 46-yard line.
Good job by Taylor Spears using his speed, getting out there, closing that play down pretty quickly, getting him on the ground after just 2 or 3 yards. Che Barnett was out there as well, helping on that tackle. Good first series defensively. Get a 3 and out here for the Wildcats.
The defense shows up early on the first series. Bearcats now lined up to punt. Tristan Trevathan standing at his own 25. It's a short line drive punt, and Trevathan goes away. It takes a Wildcat bounce, rolling, and it's going to go.
I think
his feet were in the end zone.
Yeah, his feet were in the end zone.
That should be a touchback.
Wow.
They're going to mark it at the 1. How?
I don't know how when the feet of the defender is in the end zone, that's got to be a touchback. That can't be down on the 1-yard line. That's what Coach Cater's down there talking to the officials about as well. Like that, he's clearly – his feet are in the end zone when he touches that ball. Either way, though, that's a play. Trevathan probably needs to field that ball instead of letting it bounce and roll. But either way, that's another miss by this officiating crew early in this game. Wildcats will have a long ways to go. Looks like 99 yards.
99 yards. The ball is going to be spotted at their own 1-yard line. We'll see what the Wildcats decide to do. Colby Brown, starting quarterback, shotgun formation tonight being flanked. Che Barnett gets the start from the running back position. Split receivers to both sides. Handoff. Barnett tries to run up the middle. Got back to the line of scrimmage. May have got a yard on the play. It's hard to tell from our vantage point. I believe he's going to be marked back at the original line of scrimmage for no gain. 2nd down and 10 now for the Wildcats.
Yeah, not much room on that one, and this is not a good position to be in offensively for your first drive, this field position. You're just trying to not make a mistake here and probably just going to run the ball a few times here and see what you can get pinned this deep in your own end.
Zeke Marlowe, Trip Jones lined up to the left side of the formation. Hemphill now in the ball game. Handoff, Hemphill up the middle, met in the backfield, but he's able to come out. Back to the original line of scrimmage for another no gain. It's 2 straight runs up the middle. We've seen the Wildcats kind of struggle last week with those up the middle runs. No gain. Again, 3rd down and 10 from their own 1-yard line.
Yeah, once again, just not much room there, and position where the defense kind of knows what you're going to do. It's hard to get much traction here on the offensive end.
3 receivers to the left side. Tristan Trevathan by himself. Bearcats showing blitz. Kobe Brown takes a break, looks back at Coach Cater for the play call. Jones, Marlowe, Diaz to the left side of the formation. Hemphill flanking Brown to his left. Brown calling the play to the offensive line. 5 seconds on the play clock. Step back to pass. Quick throw. Wide receiver screen. Caught at the line of scrimmage. May have got to the 4 to the 5, just a couple of yards on that play. Able to get just a little bit of breathing room for what figures to be a punt.
Yeah, not much room there on that screen pass. Once again, if you're going to throw it, that's a pretty safe play pinned in your own end like that. Not much you can do on offense starting from the 1 this early in the game. You just want to not make a mistake and give Antlers something easy. And Wildcats did a good job of doing that, but now they're going to have to punt out of the back of their own end zone.
Trevathan with his heels on the back line. It's a high, booming punt, short punt. It's going to bounce at the 10 and then take a Coalgate bounce backwards. It's about a 10-yard punt, and the Bearcats will take over at the Coalgate 9-yard line.
And that's the area that we saw last week. The Wildcats struggled a little bit punting the football, getting much yardage on it. Kind of shows again here early tonight, because that's only about a 7-yard punt. And the Bearcats take over in prime field position at the Wildcat 10-yard line for 1st and goal.
We've seen last week this defense bow up and stop the Comets a couple of times inside the 20. This is a tough task to ask here, Blaine. Quarterback's going to go under center. Number 13, Brody Blair, now in at quarterback. It's going to be a wishbone formation. Handoff, running back up the middle, and he goes to the right side, breaks the tackle, crossing the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Yeah, good job by the Bearcats on that one, getting that blocked up well. Goes into the end zone for the 9 or 10-yard touchdown run. First points of the game goes to Antlers.
6-0 now. Antlers leading, 7.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Looks like the Bearcats are going to line up to go for 2.
And that just, Cody, really underscores the importance of field position in the game of football. You know, you start with really bad field position on offense, and then it's tough to get much back on the punt when you're pinned so deep, and made it easy for Antlers to get on the board here to start this night.
Antlers is actually going to line up for a field goal. It's going to be number 32. Awaiting the snap. Snap back, ball down, kick on the way. The kick is good. And the Bearcats take an early 7-0 lead. We'll take a break. This is Wildcat football on 107.5 KZIG, The Rock.
As Oklahomans, we look out for one another, and at Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance, it's no different. With agents like Kevin Haney right here in Cole County, we always have someone close at hand with the advice and guidance you need to help you find affordable coverage and products for your home, auto, farm and ranch, business, life, and annuities. Please call Kevin Haney at 580-927-2324 or visit okfbinsurance.com today. Life insurance and annuity products offered through Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company. Property and casualty products are offered through Oklahoma Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance and affiliated companies. Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance, made of and made for Oklahomans.
In a world full of possibilities and firsts, you need neighbors in your corner, experts who have your back, and a cheering section to keep you going. That's why we're here. For 100 years and counting, we've been the first bank of dreaming big and the first bank of what's next. At First Bank, we believe that anything's possible, and we're here to help you believe it too. First Bank, here for possibilities.
And we're back already in action. Tristan Trevathan receiving the kickoff. He's at the 25, at the 30, trying to get to the edge, up to the 40, to the 45, at the 50, crossing midfield, and a good kick return. No flags on the field, and the Wildcats will now have good starting field position after their last starting field position was at the 1. They'll now take over at the Antlers 46-yard line.
Yeah, good job on that kick return by Tristan Trevathan. Good blocking. He was able to use his athleticism in reverse field and come back over to the left side and find a lot of room getting it into Antlers territory. Much better starting field position for the Wildcats on this second possession.
Be bunch receivers now to the left side of the formation. Tristan Trevathan by himself to the right side. Barnett flanking Brown to his left. Shotgun
numbers.
formation. Here's the snap. Handoff. No. Wide receiver screen to the near side. Caught at the 45 to the 40. Trip Jones makes a man miss and pushed out of bounds just shy of the first down marker. Looks like he got about 9 yards on that reception.
And there is a flag.
Play.
Before that play started,
flag on the far side. That's sideline warning on Antlers. So that's their first warning.
Started to say before that play, Cody, you could see you had the numbers in your advantage out here. There was 3 Wildcat receivers and only 2 Antlers defenders out here in this bunch formation. And if they keep defending it that way, you probably just keep throwing it out there.
It's the exact same formation here. Brown gets the snap. Bobbled snap, but he's able to fall on it. It's kind of that RPO. Held on a little bit too long. That's the dangerous part of the RPO, Blaine, is the receiver to quarterback handoff loses a yard. It's now 3rd down and 2 for the Wildcats.
Yeah, just not a clean handoff that time, like you said, on the RPO. Luckily, Colby Brown able to get back on it for just a loss of a yard or 2, and you still have 3rd down and short here for the Wildcats. It'll be 3rd and about 3, looks like.
Same formation, bunch receivers to the left side. Shotgun formation. Quick pass to the near side through Jones's hands. Looks like he was looking to run before he caught it. Drop pass, and you got to figure the Wildcats to go for it here. 4th and about 2 now for the Wildcats.
Yeah, that's too bad. He had him out there again and would have got the first down. Jones probably should have caught it, but also looked like Brown led him just a hair too far on that throw as well. 4th and short.
3 receivers to the right side. Jones by himself at the bottom of the screen.
Offsides.
That's going to be an offsides, and there's that hard count, Blaine. We've seen it all of last year and this year as well. That's the free first down that you want to see on 4th down. Coach Beasley not happy with his defensive end there.
Yeah, Wildcats have gotten very good at doing that the last couple years. I think they got Dixon about 3 or 4 times last week, and now get Antlers on it here early tonight for a free 5 yards and a first down.
6:17 to go here in the first quarter as the Wildcats are making their way into the shadows. Shotgun formation. Handoff Barnett up the middle. Lowers his head. Pushes the pile a couple of yards forward. We'll say he gained about 2 yards on that run, maybe a yard. We'll say 2. It's 2nd down and 8 now for the Wildcats.
Yeah, not much room up the middle. That's kind of been a theme these first couple of weeks. Not a whole lot of running room up the middle, but Barnett does a good job lowering his shoulder, falling forward, getting what he can out of that, getting a couple yards on first down to make it 2nd and 8.
Be split receivers now to this on this formation. It'll be Diaz and Trevathan to the right side. Marlowe and Brown to the left. Barnett flanking Brown. Another RPO. Handoff Barnett. He's got some room to run here, crossing the 30 up to the 25, pushing the pile just shy of the 20. That's going to be enough for a first down, gain of about 10 yards on that run by Che Barnett.
Really good run that time on the RPO. Got some room up the middle on that one for about 10 yards and a first down. Good piece of running by Che Barnett to pick up a Wildcat first down.
It's like the ball's on the 22-yard line, I believe.
Close enough. It's hard to tell.
It's hard to tell here. Quick pass to the near side. Jones catches this time down the sideline. Has enough for the first down. Tiptoes inside the 10, almost to the 5. That's another big gain of about 15 yards. And a Wildcat first down and goal.
Wildcats doing a good job of just taking what the defense is giving them. The Antlers Bearcats are pretty consistently playing soft coverage on the outside, especially on this left side. So why not pitch it out there real quick to Trip Jones, get a good block in front of him, and get good yards for a first down and goal.
It's like the ball's inside the 10, about the 8-yard line. Brown gets a snap. Handoff Barnett up the middle, pushing the pile a couple of yards. Looks like they're going to mark him about just a little past the original line of scrimmage. From our vantage point here, it's really hard to tell. We're down here in the stands. We're not used to being up high where we can kind of see where we're at. So it's looking this angle, it's really hard to tell.
Yeah,
I think they got it spotted on the 7, I believe.
Yeah, not a whole lot of room that time. Barnett does a good job to get a couple yards there on first and goal, make it 2nd and goal from the 7, best we can tell.
Hemphill now in the game. Bunch formation to both sides. Split receivers. Here's the snap. Handoff Hemphill. Runs right into the defensive end. May have got back to the original line of scrimmage. We'll say a gain of a yard up to the 6-yard line. I believe the marker moved probably a yard. Be 3rd down and goal now from the Antlers 6.
Yeah, not much there. Good job by that defensive end on this side for Antlers, getting off his block quickly, getting Hemphill on the ground after a gain of only about a yard. Make it 3rd and goal from around the 6-yard line here for the Wildcats. Definitely 4-down territory, so you got 2 plays here to get the ball in the end zone.
Something I've noticed, been a lot of confusion with the play clock thus far. This was on the 42nd. Now all of a sudden it went to the 15. Be a handoff. Hemphill up the middle, lowers his shoulder, crossing the 5. Wildcats inching closer to the goal line, but still going to be about 5 yards short here. It's now 4th and goal from the 5.
Yeah, and the way they're defending the run so far here, once we got to goal to go, definitely expect to see a pass here on 4th and goal from the 5. Just not a lot of room in the running game right now.
Like the ball spotted at the 5. I think the play clock tonight it's just malfunction. I wouldn't trust the play clock, and I think the officials have caught it as well.
Yeah, it just went from 30 to 25, now back to 27. I think they got some bulbs out in the lights, maybe is what it is.
Here's the 4th down play. It's 4th and goal from the 5. It's going to be a pass. Steps up, looking to throw. Back corner and through the hands of Tate Diaz. It was right there. It's a good pass. Would have been a tough catch.
Had a man that was going to be a tough catch. Put it up where only Diaz could get it. Good job of keeping the ball out of harm's way. Brown hummed that one in pretty good. Had a lot of mustard on that one, and Diaz just wasn't quite able to catch it. But now the good thing about this is you have Antlers backed up deep in their own end now. 1st and 10 from their own 5-yard line. Let your defense go to work.
2 minutes and 39 seconds to go in the first quarter. Antlers leads early here 7-0. After Antlers was able to play the field position game on that first series. Split receiver, shotgun formation. Running back flanking the quarterback to his right. Looking to throw, steps up, quick pass over to the far side. Receiver runs in, loses the ball.
I think the Wildcats
may have it. It looks like the Bearcats landed on it early, but I don't believe he had secured it. Taylor Spears says the Wildcats have it as the officials try to unpile the mess that's down. Kyler Wood's not happy.
Wow, they're saying I think they're keeping it with the Bearcats.
The Bearcats are going to retain possession.
Yeah, the Wildcat players all felt pretty certain they had the ball, but the officials say it stays with Antlers. As it is, that's a short gain of only about a yard or 2.
They're going to give them 2 yards out to the 7. It's now 2nd down and 8. That quick wide receiver screen, same formation, shotgun. Here's the snap, handoff, running back up the middle, loses a tackle, crossing the 10. Looks like he's taken down about the 11. Gain of about 4 yards on the play.
Yeah, he was able to make Kyler Woods miss on the initial tackle there. The Wildcats do a good job of rallying to the football after that and getting him down, but does get about 4 yards. Make it 3rd and about 4 or 5, looks like.
This is calling it 3rd down and 4. Same formation. Split receivers. Wildcats showing late blitz, and they get the Wildcats to jump off sides. So the Bearcats return the favor. That's going to be a free 1st down for the Bearcats.
They are coming in here to talk, and now they're going to move the ball. Okay. As many men as jumped, I thought maybe a lineman had flinched for Antlers, but apparently not. So that'll be a 1st down, I believe, on the penalty.
That'll move the ball out to the 17-yard line of the Antlers Bearcats. Antlers, again, left to right on your radio dial. 1:20 here in the first quarter. Shotgun formation. Wildcats showing blitz. It's an option. Running back makes Taylor Spears miss. Cuts back up the middle, crossing the 20. Taken down just shy of the 25 at the 24. Looks like he's going to gain about 7 yards on that play. It's going to be 2nd down and 3.
Good move by the running back there that time, making Taylor Spears miss on that tackle as Spears was in position to get him down for basically no gain or a short gain, just wasn't quite able to make the tackle, make it 2nd and about 2 here for the Bearcats.
Ball spotted at the 24-yard line of Antlers. Now under 40 seconds here in the first quarter. Shotgun formation. Quarterback rolls out of the pocket to his left. Throws off his back foot and, just barely overthrows the intended receiver. That was a nice pass there by the quarterback.
Is a flag in the backfield.
See what the penalty's on.
Thrown in the area, you would think perhaps a hold. We'll see.
Caden Spears clapping his hands. It is a hold against the Bearcats. So that makes that 3rd down and 2 coming up a lot harder now for the Bearcats.
Yeah, that'll repeat the down, still be 2nd down, but going to lose 10 yards. Looks like the flag is at about the 21, so that should push it back to around the 11-yard line after they mark it off.
Again, it is a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, not from the line of scrimmage. The line of scrimmage was the 24.
Right.
Flag was thrown at the 21, so that'll put them back at the 11. Or actually, it's a half a distance.
Well, that they set it at the 14, so I guess they went from the line of scrimmage is what they ended up doing. So that should make it
2nd and 11 from the 20. Is that the 14? Looks like the 14.
Yeah, I've got 2nd and about 12 from the 14 is what I've got.
Shotgun formation. Clock stopped at 24 seconds. Rolling out of the pocket to his right, and it's caught for a 1st down. Tate Diaz thought he had the interception from here. It looks like he broke on it, but it was able to float over Diaz's head.
Yeah, looks like 1st down. Looks like he just lost his footing as he was breaking on that, and if he doesn't lose his footing, that's a pick, and he might have taken it back to the house. That's unfortunate for the Wildcats, but as it is, that's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down for Antlers.
Moves the ball out to the Antlers' 29-yard line. Clock stopped momentarily.
I don't know why it still stopped. They've already moved the chains, but
17 seconds. Shotgun formation, split receivers to both sides. Wildcats showing blitz. Throw across the middle, and it's caught. He's got some room to run to the 50, to the 45, and he's tracked down quickly from behind. Tristan Trevathan. Touchdown saving tackle at the Coalgate 31-yard line. Stops the clock with 8 seconds. It's a good inside route there by number 4 for the Bearcats.
Yeah, it looked like that might have been a little bit of a busted coverage that time by the Wildcats as he had a lot of room there on that slant route. Trevathan did a good job of running him down, keeping that from being a long touchdown. But as it is, we'll start the 2nd quarter. The Bearcats will have 1st and 10 from the Wildcat 31-yard line.
That's the end of the first. The Bearcats lead it 7-0. We'll take a break. Be back here. This is Wildcat football on 107.5 KZIG, The Rock.
My name is Dr. Matt Holcomb. I'm the owner of Custom Dental of Atoka. We pride ourselves to always being up to date with the newest in technology in dentistry. Have you ever wondered what it would take to have that smile you've always dreamed of? Come visit us at Custom Dental of Atoka. We'd love to go over that with you. If it's implants, if it's braces, if it's cosmetic dentistry, we'll do whatever it takes to get that smile that you've always hoped for and dreamed of. We love serving people, love serving our community, love serving God. Come see us and see how we can take care of all your dental needs.
Looking for the perfect outfit or a unique gift? Visit Triple Heart Boutique. The latest trends in women and children's clothing, stylish accessories, and charming decor. Show your team pride with their exclusive Spirit Wear collection. Need an energy boost? Stop by for one of their refreshing teas and stay glowing all year long with their tanning and red light beds. Open Tuesday through Friday from 6 to 6 and Saturday 10 till 2. Visit Triple Heart Boutique at 117 North Main Street in Coalgate.
And we're back here as we start the 2nd quarter. The Bearcats lead 12-0 over the Wildcats. I want to thank everybody for tuning in 107.5 KZIG The Rock, as well as YouTube.com. That's YouTube, not YouTube TV, YouTube.com. And be sure and search at Coalgate Wildcats. The circle A at capital C Coalgate, capital W Wildcats. Click subscribe and turn on your notifications. This is where we will be broadcasting all the games this year. As we flip the field, now the Bearcats go right to left on the radio dial. Wishbone, handoff. Makes a man miss in the backfield. Tackled crossing the 30 up to the 25. Looks like it's going to be about 2 yards shy of the first down. It'll be 2nd down and 2 for the Bearcats.
Yeah, a little bit too much room on that play if you're the Wildcats. About 7 yards there on first down before Kyler Woods is able to bring him down. Good job of blocking that up front by that Antlers offensive line. Make it 2nd and 3 from the 24.
Same formation. It's going to be the Wishbone. Brody Blair under center. He does the quarterbacking duties when they're under center. And we're going to have a jump offsides, a flinch on that defensive line. Looks like it was will be offsides against the Wildcats. So that'll be another free first down.
Yeah, it's too bad. Wildcats got to be a little more disciplined and not give up those free yards, especially when it's going to be a first down. And Bearcats will now have 1st and 10 from the Wildcat 19-yard line.
The Bearcats driving here. This series started all the way back at about the 15-10-yard line. Wishbone formation, no receivers. Quarterback under center gets the snap, handoff around the right side, sheds a tackle, but doesn't shed that one. Zeke Marlowe coming in. Looks like no gain on the play.
Yeah, that one was defended a lot better by the Wildcats, keeping him to only about a yard or so on that first down play.
Looks like they're going to give him a yard. 2nd and 9 now from the 16, 17-yard line of the Wildcats. Same formation. Blair under center gets the snap, handoff around the right side, cuts back up the middle, and he's swallowed right at the line of scrimmage. I believe that was number 3, Zeke Marlowe, again on the tackle. Gained more yards on that play, though. It's going to be a very manageable 3rd down, and we'll call it 3 from the 19-yard line.
Yeah, he was able to get about 5 on that 2nd down play before Marlowe was able to bring him down. Blocked it pretty well. Looks like the Wildcats are going to have to really figure out how to defend this Antlers Wishbone. It's been pretty successful so far when they've gone to it.
Blair directing traffic, moving his tight ends around. Under center gets the snap. Same play around the right side. Met at the line of scrimmage. I don't think he got very much on that one. They're going to say he got, looks like 2 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 1. It'll be 4th down and 1, excuse me, coming up from about right at the, say, 11, just shy, just barely
11.
at the 10.
I've got 4th and 2 from the 11. Taylor Spears did a good job of that one, of not being blocked, getting in there, getting the running back on the ground after a gain of just a yard or 2, but now you got to do it again on 4th down.
Same formation. Bearcats have had a little bit of success here. Wildcats shifting defense. Same play, up the middle, lowers his head, pushes the pile, crossing the 10.
I think he got it.
It's going to be right at the line to gain. Looks like it is going to be enough for a 1st down. That's a 4th down conversion for the Bearcats.
Yeah, got just enough. Looked like he got about 3 yards on that. They needed 2. So now it'll be 1st and goal for the Bearcats from the Wildcat 8.
It's obvious 4-down territory here for Antlers, as we're going to have a timeout called. Looks like,
I believe by the Wildcats. I think Coach Hopkins wanted
Wildcats
that timeout.
are going to call a timeout. We'll leave it here. 8 minutes and 51 seconds to go here in the first quarter, Blaine. We've seen a little bit more success from the opposing offense as we saw last week. Any noticeable changes that you've seen that they've been able to make those positive runs and plays on the Wildcats?
Well, I think they're just doing a little bit better job of blocking it up on the offensive line than Dixon did last week, is at least consistently. I don't know that it's really anything that the Wildcats have necessarily done different. They've really only hit you the one big pass play, but other than that, it's really been this wishbone that's gave you the most fits. They scored their touchdown on a play out of the wishbone, and most of this drive after the big pass got them into Wildcat territory has been in the wishbone, and Wildcats are just going to have to go to work and really figure out how to slow that down a little bit. Did a good job really on that series. It took them 4 plays to get basically 11 yards and get the first down. But now they've only got to get 8 and have 4 plays once again. So got to figure that out a little bit.
As we now have the okay to go, and the Bearcats quickly up to the line of scrimmage. If it isn't broke, don't fix it. This time the Bearcats, though, bring a receiver out. They bring the tight end out, now send a man in motion. It's going to be a pitch play to the left side, stringing it out, cutting it back up, and nicely read there. Taylor Spears, Kyler Woods there, good job there on that pursuit. No gain on the play. Ball spotted at the 9. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 9.
Yeah, good job by Taylor Spears and Kyler Woods from their linebacker positions, getting off blocks and getting in there, stopping him for no gain, maybe even a short loss on that play. Looks like pushed them back to the 9, almost the 10 for 2nd and goal here. And you saw that receiver split out wide. I think they're just trying to take one more number out of the box defensively and try to make it a little easier to run, but the Wildcats did a good job against it there.
They bring the tight end back into the formation. Now 2 tight ends, wishbone formation. Wildcats ease up to the line of scrimmage. Handoff around the right side, stumbles. Turf Monster got him at about the 6 or 7. He did fall forward to the 5. They're going to mark him at the 5. It'll be 3rd and goal now from the 5.
Yeah, and they had that one blocked up pretty well. Fortunate for the Wildcats that he looked like kind of stumbled over his own feet as he was trying to get through that hole, because if he doesn't stumble, he might have gotten to the end zone on that one. The Wildcats definitely take that fortunate bounce, and now you got 3rd and goal from the 5.
7:30 to go here before halftime. Be sure and stick around for the Logan & Sons halftime show. I want to thank them for sponsoring the halftime show. We'll have both bands here in Antlers. Wishbone formation, Blair under center. Gets a snap, same play. Met in the backfield, but sheds a tackle and falls forward into the end zone. Was able to get through the tackle. I'm not sure who it was in the backfield, but was able to shed a tackle in the backfield and trot into the end zone for another 6.
Yeah, that's too bad because the Wildcats had a man through. Really probably should have been a loss of yards on that play, but not able to get him on the ground. And he goes into the end zone, 2nd touchdown of the night for the Bearcats. And I just want to point out one thing I've noticed as well here. I know from talking to the boys in class this week, I think Bryson Stowe got a little bit dinged up in practice this week. He's not been on the field at all yet so far tonight. So that is kind of a man down for the Wildcats on both sides of the ball here.
Antlers will now line up for the extra point. They were successful the last time. Five seconds on the play clock. Snap back, ball down. Kick on the way. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Antlers take a 14-0 lead. 7:07 to go before halftime. We'll take a break. Be back here on 107.5 KZIG, The Rock.
Logan & Sons in Atoka has the outdoor equipment from top brands to make your outdoor work or play a cinch. Still, Exmark, Hustler, Spartan, Intimidator UTVs, and Envy neighborhood vehicles are in stock and ready for you. Stop by today at 853 South Mississippi or call 580-889-3329. Logan & Sons proudly supporting all our local athletes.
In a world full of possibilities and firsts, you need neighbors in your corner, experts who have your back, and a cheering section to keep you going. That's why we're here. For 100 years and counting, we've been the first bank of dreaming big and the first bank of what's next. At First Bank, we believe that anything's possible, and we're here to help you believe it too. First Bank, here for possibilities.
And we're back here in Antlers. Here's the kickoff. Fielded by Trevathan through his hands, and Barnett's just going to have to fall on it at the 22-yard line. Things just seem a little bit discombobulated tonight for the Wildcats as they'll now take over at their own 22-yard line.
Yeah, good job by Shea Barnett of really paying good attention there and being able to fall on that football after it went through Trevathan's hands and at least retain possession. You know, you don't have great field position out of it, but starting at your own 22 is a lot better than starting at your own 1 like you did on the first possession. So see if the Wildcats can get it going offensively here a little bit on this drive. Feels like a big drive in this game.
Shotgun formation, 3 receivers to the left side. Hemphill in the ball game, flanking Brown to his left. Pass up inside, cut there by Tate Diaz, and it bounces off his face mask, falls incomplete, be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, that one was there just a drop that time by Tate Diaz. Wasn't going to go for big yardage, but was going to be what you really need on first down, about 4 or 5 yards just to keep you on schedule. Unfortunate drop there by the Wildcats to make it 2nd and 10.
Same formation, 3 receivers to the left side. Tristan Trevathan by himself to the right. RPO, Hemphill, rounding the right side. I got a flag thrown in the backfield. It's probably coming back, thrown at the 20-yard line. Hemphill did cross the 25 up to the 27.
Yeah, that's too bad because you had some room there. Got about 5-6 yards on that play, but with where that flag is thrown, I expect it to be a hold, and it is on the Wildcats.
So that'll be a 10-yard penalty from the spot. Is at the 20. They're marking it off.
Look like they're marking it off from the 23.
From the line of scrimmage. They're not marking tonight. They're not marking it off from where the foul occurred. So that puts them back. They're going to mark it at the 13. It'll be 2nd and 20 now. Split receivers. Low snap. Brown gets it. Looking to throw. Across the middle. Finds Marlowe. Caught it at about the 17-yard line. Is able to pick up about 5 yards on that play. It'll be 3rd and 15 now coming up for the Wildcats.
Yeah, good pass that time over the middle to Marlowe. Just didn't have a lot of room to operate once he caught it. Antlers did a good job of getting him on the ground quickly. Gain of just about 4 or 5 to make it 3rd and about 15 for the Wildcats from their own 17-yard line.
6:15 to go here before halftime. Big 3rd down play here for the Wildcats. 3rd and 15, split receivers. Jones and Marlowe to the left. Diaz, now Trevathan in motion. From the right to the left. Here's the snap. Clean pocket, steps up, throws across the middle, and through the hands. That was a tough pass, but a good pass. It was threaded the needle there to Marlowe, as Marlowe couldn't quite make the sliding catch at the 30. Was going to be a couple of yards shy anyway, but it'll be a 4th down and 15 now coming up for the Wildcats.
Yeah, the line did a good job, kept a clean pocket that time. Brown stepped into it, made a good throw into traffic, got that ball through there to Marlowe, but just wasn't quite able to hang on to it. And like you said, I think even if he does make the catch, he's probably a couple yards shy of the first down.
Here's a low snap to Trevathan. There's the punt. A little bit better punt this time. Bounces at the 50, takes a Coalgate roll to the 40, to the 35, and it's going to be stopped just shy of the 30 at the 32. A lot better punt that time, Blaine, as the Bearcats will take over at their own 32-yard line with 5:43 to go in the second.
Much better punt that time by the Wildcats, by Trevathan. Got a good bounce on it all the way down to the 32-yard line of Antlers. That's where they'll take over 1st and 10 on this next drive.
The Bearcats did drive the field on their last possession. I believe that was close to a 90 or 85-yard drive the last time they had the football.
Yeah, their 2 scoring drives have been completely different. A 9-yard drive for a touchdown and then a 95-yard drive for a touchdown after the Wildcats failed to convert a 4th and goal from the 5-yard line. And really that last drive for Antlers got kick-started by a big pass play early in the drive. See if the Wildcats can keep that from happening. Looks like Antlers is going to start in the wishbone on this possession.
Blair is going to go under center. Fullback in motion to the right. It's going to be a pitch to the right. Tries to get to the edge. Good job by the defensive end on that side. Taylor Spears stringing it out. Bearcats only picking up 2 yards up to the 34. It'll be 2nd and 8 now for the Bearcats.
Really good job by Spears, like you said, stringing that out. He's just so quick. He's able to get out there fast enough before the blocker can really get to him to set that edge offensively. The rest of the Wildcats did a good job of rallying to the football, getting him down after just a short 2-yard gain on first down.
Blair retreats from the sideline after getting the play call. Play clock at 15. Clock now at 5 minutes. Wishbone formation, 2 tight ends. They're playing in a phone booth here tonight, Blaine. Here's the handoff, second man through, runs into his own lineman, lowers his shoulder, crossing the 40 and pushes the pile. Nice piece of running there by the running back, number 15, Johnny Clayton.
Yeah, good tough run that time by Antlers. Looked like the Wildcats had it bottled up pretty good initially for maybe only a 2 or 3 yard gain, but he was able to keep driving forward and push that pile for an extra 5 or 6 yards in the first down all the way out to the 43.
Temperature starting to drop here tonight. We hadn't said it, but a beautiful night for football here.
It sure is now after the sun went down. It's cooled off a good 5 or 6 degrees, I would say, in the last 10 minutes. Beautiful night for football.
Winds have now switched to the north. They were out of the south here when they got here to set up. Front has made its way through. I think it's supposed to be a really, really nice weekend. We'll see how nice it is for the Wildcats if they can pick up another victory. Here's the wishbone formation. That's another false start they didn't call from the fullback. Coach Beasley is going to call timeout. 3:52 to go here before halftime. We'll take a break. Be right back here. 107.5 KZIG, The Rock.
The RX shop is now under new ownership. Jason and Sedana Lanig and their 2 daughters are longtime residents of Caney and are looking forward to continuing the same great service for you and your family. They're excited for this opportunity to serve our community and invite you to let them help you with your healthcare needs. Call 580-889-3331, 580-889-3331, or come by 872 West 13th Street in Atoka. RX Shop thanks you for shopping local.
With Chevy trucks, be ready for adventure. With power you can count on. Capability that doesn't compromise. A hard-working EV with more range than any competitor and the potential to take you anywhere. It's Chevy truck season. Get 1.9% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. Chevrolet, the #1 selling truck brand in Texoma.
And we're back here out of that timeout. 3:54 to go here before halftime. First down and 10 now for the Bearcats from their own 43-yard line. Wishbone formation. Blair under center gets snaps. It's going to be a throw. Tight end sneaks out of the backfield, and it's overthrown pass there by Blair. Intended receiver on that play, number 1, Jay Posey. Falls incomplete. It'll be second down and 10 now for the Bearcats.
Overthrown, but also a good job by Che Barnett on that one. He was right there with the receiver. Did a good job of not falling for that play-action fake from his safety position and staying with that receiver that was trying to slip out. And overthrown pass leads to second and 10. Much better chance for your defense here to get a stop when you get second and 10 as opposed to second and 4 or 5.
Well, that's something we haven't said much. These are the positive yards the Bearcats are getting on the first down play to set up manageable second down and third down plays. They haven't been in second and third longs tonight. Handoff, number 40 up the middle, but he's met just at the line of scrimmage. Zeke Marlowe laid the wood down on number 40 there. Picks up 2 yards on the play to be third and 8.
Yeah, good, fundamentally sound, strong tackle that time by Zeke Marlowe after a gain of only about a yard and a half. Make it third down and 9. This is what you want to try to get Antlers in. Passing situation on third down here. Probably go more to the spread and away from that wishbone on this third down and long play.
Third and 9. They've got it spotted at the 44.5-yard line of Antlers. Wildcats could really use a stop here as it's going to go shotgun formation. The Wildcats will receive the ball coming out of halftime. 3:05 to go as the clock continues to count. Here's the snap. Blitz coming. Throws across the middle, and it's caught. The Wildcat 45. Very soft coverage there by the Wildcats. Gain of about 15 yards on that play up to the Wildcat 40-yard line, and that's first down and 10 for the Bearcats.
Yeah, you got them in what you wanted. I feel like that was probably just a little bit softer coverage played there on that one. Made that a little bit too easy of a pitch and catch on that third and long. Would like to have seen a little bit tighter coverage off the line of scrimmage on that one.
Bearcats quickly to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun formation looking to throw. Over to the far side. It's a wide receiver screen set up by the lineman. Ball's on the ground. And I think the Wildcats got it. That's turnover.
And that's the break the Wildcats needed right there. It felt like you really needed something good to happen to kind of spark this team, and you get the fumble there and are able to fall on it. Big play by the Wildcat defense.
2:28 to go. It looks like Rowdy Hemphill was the cause of the fumble. I think Kyler Woods was able to recover it. 2:28 to go. We'll see if the Wildcats can put some points on the board here before halftime. I believe the Wildcats have 2 timeouts remaining, I believe.
They do.
2:28 to go, 14-0.
First and 10 from about their own 37, 38-yard line here, so pretty good field position after that turnover. Feels like an important moment in this game to get something off of this turnover.
3 receivers to the right side. Brown gets the snap. Handoff, Barnett up the middle. Runs into the backside of the lineman. Goes nowhere on that play. There hadn't been a whole lot of holes to be given up front tonight. No gain on the play, 2nd down and 10 for the Wildcats.
Yeah, not much room there, and actually I think got a pretty generous spot where they spotted it. They actually gave him a yard and a half on that, looks like. So second about 9 here for the Wildcats from their own 38.
Same formation, bunch receivers to the right side. Trip Jones by himself to the left. Looking to throw, clean pocket, throws it deep down the middle and through the hands of Trip Jones. Falls incomplete at the 30, and Jones is slow to get up.
Yeah, probably the way he landed there might have got the wind knocked out of him a little bit. Won't speculate too much. Was thrown kind of into coverage, but Jones had a chance at it. Would not have been an easy catch at all, but wasn't quite able to bring it down. Now you'll have 3rd down and long after we check on Trip Jones.
1:46 to go here before halftime. It's going to be 3rd down and 10 now for the Wildcats. Ball spotted at their own 37-yard line. Again, Brown has had time, and we've mentioned it all year. He's had time to throw. The offensive line has done a good job of pass protecting.
Yeah, first game and a half. Kobe Brown has not been pressured much. Line has done a very good job of pass protecting. The run blocking is leaving a little bit to be desired. Last Friday night and this night as well. But pass blocking has been a real strength of this offensive line so far. Brown's got time to survey the field, make decisions. And tonight, not that really hardly any of them have been easy catch opportunities, but he's put the ball in position. He's had several drops from the receivers tonight. He could very easily have hit a handful of pretty decent plays that have been drops by the receiving corps so far.
So big 3rd down and 10 now coming up for the Wildcats.
Looks like Trevathan is at quarterback now, and Brown is split up top.
Davis Grant in and out receiver. Trevathan with the football. Low snap. He's going to try to get to the right side edge, but Antlers reads that perfectly, and Trevathan's going to lose a couple of yards on that run.
Yeah, I think at this point, as much as anything else on that 3rd and long, that's about just running this clock down a little bit if you don't get it, and leaving Antlers with very little time left after you punt here to try to get another score before halftime. Knowing that you get the ball out of half, just a kind of a good safe play.
4th and 11, the Wildcats are lined up to go for it, but we see that the punt formation does come out of this. Almost got Antlers to jump.
Yeah, they did jump a little bit, but didn't make any contact and got back onto their own side out of the neutral zone, so no penalty. I think the Wildcats are just going to let this run down and probably take a timeout at the end of the play clock.
Game clock is at 5 seconds. Coach Cater's going to call a timeout, and that will stop the game clock at 42 seconds. As we figure the Wildcats are now going to punt the ball and try to make Antlers go. And we've seen 2 punts tonight. We've seen a really good punt and a really bad punt, so it could really go either way here for the Wildcats.
Need the good one here. The last one was a much better punt by Trevathan than the first one. I really liked that decision there once you got to 3rd and long late in the first half. You're only down 2 possessions. You get the ball first out of half. Don't press too much and try to make something big happen here and end up making a turnover, give Antlers a short field, they get another one on you before halftime.
And you
just
feel
bleed
like
the clock as much as you can, punt it away. They've not consistently hit pass plays. They're probably not going to score on you again before half if you do that, and you go in down 14-0.
We've seen the big pass play thrown to Trip Jones. Had he had completed that, we probably would have seen a little different type of tempo
for
the Wildcats. That was kind of the one play that, hey, if we complete this, let's go try to score.
Yeah,
if not, we'll play it safe. We'll punt the ball here and then play defense for the – there should be, you would figure, 30 seconds when the Antlers gets the ball back, and they only got one timeout. Here's a snap, picks it up off the ground. Trevathan, a lot better punt. High, booming punt, good hang time. Bounces at the 30, takes the Coalgate roll to the 20, inside the 20 to the 18, and that's where it goes out of bounds with 32 seconds left. That's the punt you wanted to see there by Tristan Trevathan.
Yeah, really nice punt, and you accomplished what you wanted to after the big pass play didn't hit. You bled about another minute off the clock, had a good punt, pin Antlers fairly deep here at their own 18-yard line with just 32 seconds left. Feel pretty good now that you can probably go into half here just down 14, two-possession game. You get the ball first out of half, still right in this game. You didn't want to make a big mistake right before half to take you out of the game going into the locker room.
32 seconds here for the Bearcats. They are lined up in shotgun.
Brown's Funeral Service in Atoka, Coalgate, Durant, and Medill are proud to be a part of the communities they serve. Since 1994, Brown's Funeral Service has proudly supported nonprofits, police and fire departments, local military members, and area schools. The staff at Brown's Funeral Service takes great pride in these endeavors because they realize it's more than being in business. It's about being a thread in the fabric of our community. Brown's Funeral Service, where service begins but never ends.
This is Eric Studeville, inviting you to buy the Studeville way.
Whether you're looking for open roads
or you like them built tough,
there is only one way to buy your vehicle.
And that's the Studeville way.
Studeville Chevrolet, 851 Westside Drive in Durant, and StudevilleChevrolet.com.
And Studeville Ford, 1601 South Mississippi in Atoka, and StudevilleFord.net.
The Studeville family of dealerships,
proudly serving you and your communities.
In a world full of possibilities and firsts, you need neighbors in your corner, experts who have your back, and a cheering section to keep you going. That's why we're here. For 100 years and counting, we've been the first bank of dreaming big and the first bank of what's next.
A community bank is far more than just a bank that offers the services such as online and mobile banking, mobile deposit, and loans that fit your needs. A community bank invests in the community it serves. Your phone call will be answered by local people you already know and will make you feel welcome by greeting you as you enter the lobby. At Shamrock Bank, we effectively combine convenient banking technology with people you know and trust. It really is the people that make the difference. At Shamrock Bank, you are more than a customer, and we are more than a bank. Shamrock Bank, member FDIC.
When it rains, it pours, so it's important for you to get the coverage that meets your needs. Farmers Insurance agent Lucinda Holland can help you understand your options so you can prepare for what the forecast brings. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two. Learn more by calling agent Lucinda Holland at 580-889-3744 to find out how she can help you protect the things that matter most to you. That's Lucinda Holland.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
And we're back here in Antlers, Oklahoma. We've got 11 minutes and 50 seconds left here on the Logan & Sons halftime show. Whether taking on large commercial landscapes or your own backyard, trust Logan & Son with a full line of Steel, Hustler, Exmark, and Spartan outdoor power equipment. Follow Logan & Son on Facebook. Blaine, do you got some first half stats for us?
I do. First, for the Antlers Bearcats, they have gained 9 first downs in that first half, carried the ball 18 times for 67 yards. So not a real great yards per carry, but yet that's about a 4-yard clip. So not bad defensively, but would like to be a little bit better. They've thrown the ball. They've completed 5 out of 6 passes for 78 yards. Did lose 1 fumble. They've committed 2 penalties for 12 yards. They're 3 out of 5 on 3rd down and 1 of 1 on 4th down. So they're converting when they have to, get into a lot of 3rd and shorts, 4th and shorts, and converting. For the Wildcats, only 3 first downs in that first half. They rushed the ball 10 times for only 15 yards, so just about 1.5 yards per carry there. 4 out of 9 throwing the ball for only 28 yards. I would say of them 5 completions, though, there's pretty easily about 3 drops, 3 passes that should have been caught. 3 penalties for 25 yards. Wildcats are 0 of 5 on 3rd down, 1 out of 2 on 4th down so far in this game.
This is the Logan & Son halftime show. 10.5 minutes left here during halftime. The Antlers Bearcats now. Very large band takes the field now. The wind has picked up here as it's blowing right across the middle of the field from north to south, right into our face. So apologies for the wind blowing through the microphone. We'll go ahead and step aside and let the pride of Antlers, the Antlers Bearcats, take the field. It's 14-0 in favor of Antlers here at halftime. The Wildcats will receive when we return. This is the Logan & Son halftime show from Pushmataha County, Antlers, Oklahoma, home of the Antlers Bearcats.
And now, the 2024 Antlers Bearcat Marching Band.
This is the Logan & Son halftime show. 5.5 minutes to go here at halftime as the Bearcats lead 14-0. We'll take another break and get some scores from across the area when we return right here on 107.5 KZIG, The Rock.
With Chevy trucks, be ready for adventure. With power you can count on. Capability that doesn't compromise. A hard-working EV with more range than any competitor and the potential to take you anywhere. It's Chevy truck season. Get 1.9% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. Chevrolet, the #1 selling truck brand in Texoma.
My name is Dr. Matt Holcomb. I'm the owner of Custom Dental of Atoka. We pride ourselves to always being up to date with the newest in technology and dentistry. Have you ever wondered what it would take to have that smile you've always dreamed of? Come visit us at Custom Dental of Atoka. We'd love to go over that with you. If it's implants, if it's braces, if it's cosmetic dentistry, we'll do whatever it takes to get that smile that you've always hoped for and dreamed of. We love serving people, love serving our community, love serving God. Come see us and see how we can take care of all your dental needs.
Brown's Funeral Service in Atoka, Coalgate, Durant, and Medill are proud to be a part of the communities they serve. Since 1994, Brown's Funeral Service has proudly supported nonprofits, police and fire departments, local military members, and area schools. The staff at Brown's Funeral Service takes great pride in these endeavors because they realize it's more than being in business. It's about being a thread in the fabric of our community. Brown's Funeral Service, where service begins but never ends.
Welcome back to the First Bank Coalgate Wildcats here in Antlers as they trail 14-0. 3.5 minutes to go here during halftime. This is the Logan & Son halftime show. Roaming the neighborhoods or on the back 40, do it in an Intimidator UTV or an NV crossover. Test drive one today at Logan & Sons in Atoka. So after last week's Week 0 games, there were 5 teams from Class 6A District 6. Beggs, Coalgate, and Comanche all picking up victories. Community Christian and Tishomingo with losses last week. This week, Beggs is at home against Henrietta. Community Christian at Mount St. Mary. Comanche is at home against Wynnewood. Davis on the road against Class 3A Pauls Valley. Dibble plays a close one there against Minko. Holdenville, last I checked, was leading Wawoka at Wawoka. Tishomingo, after a trip to Texas last week, is taking their bye. And another game of interest, Atoka and Ringling, last I checked, was 6-0 in favor of Ringling there at Atoka. Blaine, you got any other score updates for us?
Some other scores from around the district. Davis traveling to Pauls Valley tonight. Those are 2 really good football teams playing. Pauls Valley leads Davis 14-7 in the second quarter. Like you said, Holdenville is putting it on Wawoka tonight up in Wawoka. Holdenville leads 30-0 in the second quarter. Hugo and Valiant, another one from here in our area pretty close. They are scoreless in the second quarter. As we keep scrolling down through here, like you said, Ringling leading Atoka at Atoka 6-0 in the second quarter. Vian and Eufaula playing up in Eufaula. Vian leads 20-13. Comanche and Wynnewood has not been updated, still shows just starting there. Another district team, Comanche, there is scoreless as far as the update goes. And that's what I have as far as teams from around our area in our district, Cody.
The Wildcats have made their way onto the field for second half preparations. Minute and a half to go here before we start the second half. Blaine, we've seen a couple of different offensive looks for the Bearcats. Is that something that the Wildcat defense has a little bit more trouble? You know, like last week, it was all just, like I said, playing in a phone booth last week. There wasn't any chance of the pass play. Well, Antlers, a little bit better athletes than what Dixon has, it appears, is able to throw the ball a little bit and able to run the ball as well. Is that able to kind of keep the Wildcat defense guessing a little bit?
Oh, yeah, for sure. And it's harder to game plan for because you know they can do either thing, and they will do both things throughout the game. They go in and spread at some point and try to throw it around. Then they decide to get in the wishbone and just pound the rock on you. So a little bit harder to game plan for defensively coming into this. The Wildcats, you know, like I said from the stats, it's not really that they've played terrible on defense, haven't played the greatest. They're holding Antlers to a pretty respectable yards per carry as far as the running game, but they're just hadn't been able so far to get that big negative play to get Antlers behind the sticks when they've wanted to go into that wishbone. It's been pretty consistently about 4 yards of play. They've really only hit one big pass play, but they've had a few other pretty consistent, chain-moving type pass plays against the Wildcats out of that spread. I think it's just going to be a big key to this second half is going to be you get the ball first. Gotta get some positive things going on offense. Got to eliminate some of the drops. The receivers have had the drops a little bit tonight. Some of them have been not easy catches, but still has been a few that definitely should have been caught. Brown's not playing bad at the quarterback position. Most of these balls have been in a position to give his receivers a chance and out of harm's way as far as not being intercepted. Got to get some more consistency in the run game. Only about 1.5 yards per carry so far on the night for the run game. Got to figure that out a little bit and find a way to at least get enough yardage on the ground to kind of keep the defense honest for Antlers and not have them just, getting you in 3rd and long constantly, because that's a lot harder to convert. I think coming out of half here, it's a very big first drive for the Wildcats. Would love to go get some points, put some game pressure back on Antlers a little bit, make it a 1-score game again. Let your defense, I'm sure has made some adjustments in the locker room. And the other thing that Antlers is doing by playing the way that they are is they're bleeding a lot of the clock off. They've really minimized how many possessions you're going to get on offense. And being down 2 touchdowns, you're going to have to really maximize your time with the ball. You're going to have to move the ball and find ways to score on almost every possession you're going to get from here on out to make this comeback. Even though you're only down 2 touchdowns, Antlers is going to eat up a lot of the clock when they have the football.
So the Wildcats will receive here when we start the second half. Now about 1 minute and 20 to go here as both teams are warming up. The quarterbacks and receivers playing catch here in front of us. Good turnout here of Wildcat faithful making about the hour drive east here as the Wildcats will play their first home game next week. It's the Boggy Bottom Bowl against the Atoka Wampus Cats. Week 3 this year. Both teams are not in the same district this year. Atoka in the district more to the eastern side of the state, as the Wildcats have got a district pretty well kind of centralized in the state.
It's kind of a little bit different time of year to be playing the Wampus Cats. It seems like traditionally, at least over the last 15, 20 years, when they've been district opponents, it seems like it's pretty well always been the last game of the year. And when they've been non-district opponents, I'd say the biggest majority of the time it's been the very first game of the year, the opening game. So a little bit different time playing them as your last non-district game. I actually, from the Wildcats' perspective, really kind of like that. Gives you a couple games to kind of get some kinks worked out, really get yourselves going good as far as your identity and who you want to be as a football team before you play your rivalry game. It'll be a lot of fun next week. Looking forward to it.
That'll be a 7:30 kickoff. I believe that's the last 7:30 kickoff of the year, as all the district games are 7 o'clock kickoff.
That is correct.
So it will be fun next week. It will be at home. Should be a large crowd on hand as always, as both teams are now making their way onto the field. 12 minutes on the clock. The Wildcats trail 14-0. This has been the Logan & Sons halftime show. I want to thank Logan & Sons for sponsoring the halftime show, whether taking on large commercial landscapes or your own backyard. Trust Logan & Son with a full line of Steel, Hustler, Exmark, Spartan outdoor power equipment. Follow Logan & Son on Facebook. Jay Barnett now back to receive the kick, standing at his own 15-yard line as the wind continues to pick up a little bit more here as compared to when the game started. It's blowing cross-section across the field. Here's the kick, and we're starting the second half here. Line drive to Trevathan at the 25. Head full of steam at the 30 to the 35. Tries to cut back to the middle. Trying to shed tackles, and it's where he's going to be stood up at the 35. And the Wildcats with good field position here. Now starting at their own 35-yard line.
Yeah, nice job to get what he could on that return by Trevathan. Took it at the 25, was able to get it out to about the 35-yard line. Looks like that's where they're going to mark it. Be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from their own 35 to start this second half.
Wildcats left to right on your radio dial. Going to be split receiver formation. It's going to be Diaz and Trevathan to the near side. Marlowe and Jones on the left side of the formation. Rowdy Hemphill getting the nod out of halftime in the running back spot. He's going to be flanking Kobe Brown to his right. And here we go. The Wildcats trying to get something going here right out of halftime. Shotgun formation. Brown gets a snap. Quarterback design run up the middle. Has some room to run to the 40, to the 45.
Should have been
at the line to gain.
Should have been a horse collar tackle as well at the end of it, but no call. Nice run, though, coming out of half, getting 10 yards and a first down on the very first play.
Good quarterback design run there. Coach Cater, he's wanting the horse collar tackle. Several calls not going the way of the Wildcats here tonight.
How is this? Okay, now they're moving the chains.
Does move the chains, but the down to go is still at 2. It is a first down and 10. Quarterback pass. Stepping up, throwing near side. One-on-one, and Trevathan makes the catch. To the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Strike up the band, man. It's a touchdown, Wildcats.
There's that Wildcat offense coming out of the half. The nice quarterback draw on the first play to kind of settle everybody in. Then a really well-thrown football by Kobe Brown down this right sideline. Trevathan did a nice job of adjusting to it. It's just a tad underthrown, probably maybe even by design a tad underthrown. Trevathan works back to it, makes a couple men miss, and gets exactly what you needed. Big play touchdown to get on the board here for the Wildcats.
14-6 is the score now. That took all 27 seconds to score for the Wildcats as they're going to line up to go for 2. Big 2-point conversion here for the Wildcats. Shotgun formation. It's going to be a quick pass to the near side and through the hands of Marlowe. He was open. Falls incomplete, unsuccessful 2-point conversion. It's now 14-6 as the Wildcats get on the board early in the third quarter. We'll take a break and be back here. This is Wildcat football on 107.5 KZIG, The Rock.
No one likes the hassle of going to the tag office. That's why Cole County Tag Agent Leslie Battles and staff work to give you prompt service. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, and even through lunch with no appointment needed. Cole County Tag Agency is a full-service motor license agency, providing registration renewals and title transfers for all types of vehicles, including boats, motorcycles, and ATVs. Driver's license renewals, real IDs, notary service, and now Pike Pass pickup location. Cole County Tag Agency, 28 North Main in Coalgate, a proud sponsor of Coalgate Athletics.
A community bank is far more than just a bank that offers the services such as online and mobile banking, mobile deposit, and loans that fit your needs. A community bank invests in the community it serves. Your phone call will be answered by local people you already know and will make you feel welcome by greeting you as you enter the lobby. At Shamrock Bank, we effectively combine convenient banking technology with people you know and trust. It really is the people that make the difference. At Shamrock Bank, you are more than a customer, and we are more than a bank. Shamrock Bank, member FDIC.
And we're back already in progress as the kickoff rolls out of bounds in front of Coach Cater and the bench. It's 14-6 as the Wildcats strike quickly out of halftime on a good throw from Kobe Brown to Tristan Trevathan. The Bearcats will take over. Like it's going to be a 5-yard penalty. That moves the ball inside the 40, almost to the 45, to the 44. Decent field position here for Antlers as they try to strike back after that quick answer by the Wildcats.
Let's see what the defense does here. The offense did exactly what you needed them to coming out of half. They go down the field in just 2 plays, get you on the board, get some momentum. Big for the defense here to find a way to get a stop, keep that momentum on your sideline.
Wishbone formation. It's going to be a handoff around the right side. Catches the edge, crossing the 45, taking down just shy of the 50. They're going to mark him right at the 50-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 6. It'll be second down and 4 now for the Bearcats.
Yeah, blocked up pretty well that time over that right side by the Bearcats, getting about 6 yards on that first down play before the Wildcats are able to get him on the ground. A little bit too good on first down for your liking if you're the Wildcats here, setting them up with second and medium, second and about 4 from midfield.
We've seen that with high consistency for the Bearcats, that big chunk positive first down run, again, makes a very manageable second and third downs.
Yeah, and now they take their time, going to eat up a lot of the play clock. That's really their strategy here tonight, is maximize their time with the ball.
Blair under center, now fullback in motion to the left. His quarterback sneak up the middle. He's got some room to run to the 50, to the 45, and that's going to move the chains enough for a first down. Looks like he's going to gain about 7 yards on that run inside the 45 to the 43. It'll be first down and 10 for the Bearcats.
Yeah, too much room up the middle for the quarterback there on that one. Just found a soft spot and got about 7 yards there to get a first down to the Wildcat 43-yard line.
So 2 plays and positive yards for the Bearcats, as the Wildcats are trying to figure out this wishbone defense. Ball spotted at the Coalgate 43-yard line. Antlers right to left on your radio dial. Blair going to go under center as the play clock now inside of 10 seconds. Here's the snap, here's the handoff, right up the middle, crossing the 40, taken down at the 39-yard line.
Good play there by the Wildcats, getting him on the ground after only about 4 yards. Better first down play that time, actually only about 3 yards. They mark him just inside the 40. Better first down play defensively there, setting up a second and longer situation, second about 7 for Antlers from the Wildcat 40.
Blair walking from the sideline, taking his time. Again, this is an offense that quarterback goes to the sideline to get the play, then runs in. No hand signals, no electronics for the Bearcats. Play clock again inside of 10 seconds. Second down and 8. Fullback in motion, another quarterback run up the middle. This time he's met by Kyler Woods, taken down just shy of the 35.
Got defended a little better that time. He only gets about 4 yards that time to about the 36. Makes it about 3rd and 3 here for the Bearcats.
Generous spot, puts it at the 35.
Wildcats just got to figure out a way here to limit this running game just a little bit from the Bearcats. They're not giving up just huge plays, but they're giving up 5-6 yards at a time, and that gets you all the way down the field if you're the offense.
Blair breaks the huddle. The Bearcats take their time walking up to the line of scrimmage. It's another wishbone formation. Here's the snap. It's going to be a handoff, number 40 around the right side. Met in the backfield. Denny forehand. Looks like he broke through there. Forward progress carried the running back up, crossing the 40. We'll see where forward progress gets him. It's
going to be a 4th down.
It's going to be a 4th down and about 1 for the Bearcats. Ball spotted at the 33-yard line. Looks like they got to get to the 32.
Yeah, nice job by Denny forehand that time of really clogging up that middle, pushing his man back into the backfield, really allowing those linebackers and other defensive linemen the chance to get in there and clean up that play after just a 1 or 2 yard gain. But now you got to do it again here on 4th and short, 4th and just about a yard.
Big 4th down here for the Wildcats as they try to muster some kind of momentum back on this side of the field. Wishbone formation, Blair under center, it's quarterback sneak, and he's going to have enough for a first down. Taken down at the 30-yard line. Coach Hopkins not happy about something. Storms down to the side judge here on the near side.
Yeah, they got enough. They needed 1. They got about 3 there.
Puts it at the 30-yard line.
Get them a new set of downs at the Wildcat 30-yard line. I think
it's just hard to stop the 4th down play when you're getting 3 and 4 yards on that first down run.
I think what you're going to have to do eventually is just completely sell out to this, and if they slip a guy behind you for a pass, they just do. But I think that's really your best chance to try to stop this.
Wishbone formation. Blair gets a snap, handoff around the left side, has some room to run, crossing the 30 to the 25. We do have a flag on this side of the field, thrown by the side judge. Looks like it's going to be a sideline warning on the Wildcats. So that moves the ball up inside the 25. Looks like they marked it at the 24.
Once again, it's just a little bit too much on first down. It makes it second and about 4 or 5 here for the Bearcats. Just got to find a way to stiffen up and hold them to just a yard or 2 on first down as opposed to 5 or 6.
Game clock now inside 6.5 minutes here in the third quarter. The Wildcats trailing by 8. Running back running into his own man, crossing the 20. That's going to be enough for another first down for the Bearcats. They're going to, looks like, spot him at the 18, 19-yard line. First down for the Bearcats.
Yeah, once again, just a little bit too much room. They're pretty consistently getting 5 or 6 yards a clip here on this drive in this running game. Going to have to just find a way, dig deep and find a way to slow this running attack down of the Bearcats.
Wildcat defense been on the field a lot, all but 27 seconds here in the third quarter. They've been on the field the rest of the time. Starting to see some hands on the hips by the defensive line. Blair going to go under center. Gets a snap around the edge, has some room to run back to the middle. He's going to go to the end zone for a touchdown, Bearcats.
Yeah, this running game so far has just been really hard for the Wildcats to stop consistently. So he gets the 19-yard touchdown run there to give Antlers a 2-possession lead once again.
20-6 now is the score. 5:35 to go after that about 20-yard touchdown run. Looks like the Wildcats, like you said, it kind of started to sell out, and you're seeing more Wildcats there at the line of scrimmage. And once you're able to break through, there's nobody in the backside to.
Yeah, it's a real risk-reward thing, but when they're getting 4 or 5 yards a pop, you have to eventually try it. And that time, as he was able to get through the initial wave of Wildcats, there's nobody back at the back end to get him down, and he goes for the touchdown.
Looks like the Bearcats are going to go for 2 here. Under center, gets a snap, handoff around the right side, cuts it back up the middle, and he's going to be short. No play, and they're going to mark him short, it looks like.
Yes, he is short.
Yes, he is going to be short. Unsuccessful 2-point conversion, so it is 20-6 in favor of the Bearcats. We'll take a break and be back here. 107.5 KZIG, The Rock.
In a world full of possibilities and firsts, you need neighbors in your corner, experts who have your back, and a cheering section to keep you going. That's why we're here. For 100 years and counting, we've been the first bank of dreaming big and the first bank of what's next. At First Bank, we believe that anything's possible, and we're here to help you believe it too. First Bank, here for possibilities.
H&L Custom Processing is proud to support the Coalgate Wildcats. A family-owned business by Gary and Charity Hensley, H&L offers custom processing of wild game as well as local livestock. H&L is USDA certified and makes it a goal to provide excellent service, cleanliness, and up-to-date processing services in their state-of-the-art facility. With immediate openings for beef and pork processing, H&L is here to help get your team ready for tailgating or backyard cookouts this season. Stop by and check out their facility in Coalgate or call 580-258-0263 for more.
And we're back. Here's the kickoff. Fielded at the 20. Diaz makes a man miss but slips.
Hey, how about a late hit?
And we're not going to have a foul called. His knee was down. He was going to be down, but no flag coming in. Diaz kind of slow getting up.
Yeah, that's got to be a flag. He's on the ground already, and now they're going to flag Coach Cater instead of flagging the play. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Unsportsmanlike on Coach Cater. That'll be a 15-yard penalty, but Cater's had enough.
Well, you have to stand up for your player if you're Coach Cater, and that was ridiculous. That's got to be called. He's on the ground. Everybody already knows he's down. There's no reason for somebody to be coming in and hitting him. If he's going to, that's got to be a penalty. You can't not call that. That's how you let a game get out of hand as an officiating crew, is by not calling that hit.
5.5 to go here in Antlers, 20-6. Coach Cater's been pushed around by a lot of no calls here so far tonight. Finally pushed over the edge for a 15-yard penalty. It backs Coalgate up now to, I think, about the 10-yard line.
Yeah, it'll be half the distance because of where they're at, so it'll put it at about the 10.
It's really only about a 5-yard penalty. It looks like it's going to be first and, well, I guess it's
first and 10.
It's first and 10, excuse me. Be a handoff. Hemphill around the left side, cuts back up the middle. Just shy of the 15 is where he's going to be taking down. A good first down run there by Rowdy Hemphill. Gain of about 4 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 6 for the Wildcats.
Yeah, good first down play there by the Wildcats. Get about 4 or 5 there on first down. Hemphill does a good job finding a hole, getting it out to about the 15, make it 2nd and 5 on this play.
Shotgun formation, 3 receivers to the right side. Brown gets a snap. Another handoff up the middle. Hemphill lowers his shoulder, pushes the pile just shy of the 20-yard line. Hemphill with a couple of yards on that 2nd down run. It's going to bring up a manageable 3rd down, and we'll say about 3 or 4 now for the Wildcats.
Big play in this game coming up here. Third and manageable here, deep in your own end. Really need to convert this, keep the football.
Split receivers, shotgun formation. Brown gets a snap. Going to be a quarterback keeper. Tries to run up the middle. Finds a hole, has some room to run, crossing the 25. Taking down just past the 25, and that's going to be enough for a first down, Blaine. It's what you want to see. Get the chains moving, get that first down, and kind of get into an offensive rhythm here.
Yeah, good play call there on that 3rd and about 4. Quarterback draw. Brown does a good job of staying patient, letting his blocks develop, finding a hole, getting about 8 or 9 yards there and a first down out to the 25.
3 receivers to the left, shotgun formation. Brown gets a snap. Looking to throw, has time. Throws it near side. The wind grabs it, and ball poked away there by the Antlers defender.
Yeah, he's shoving the back as well from the Antlers defender. Once again, uncalled. You could really see the wind playing with that football as it was coming kind of straight for us. Wind really moving that one a lot. It hung up in the wind and kind of made it harder to get that one completed to Trevathan. Bring up 2nd and 10.
Again, shotgun formation will be split receivers. Hemphill still in the game. Now Trevathan in motion from right to the left side. Brown gets a snap. Handoff, Hemphill. No, throw around the far side and through the hands of Trevathan, trying to set up the wide receiver screen. Through the hands of Tristan Trevathan, falls incomplete.
And that's one that you had it set up. That's one that, Trevathan, you'd like for him to catch it, but also that's one where Brown's probably got to take a little bit off that throw. That one was thrown really hard, not real far away was Trevathan from him. Made that one a little harder to catch. Probably need to put a little more touch on that one, ideally, but 3rd down coming up here for the Wildcats.
3rd down and 10. The ball spotted at their own 25-yard line. 3 receivers now to the left. Gets a snap. Brown rolling, now looking to throw back. Across his body and thrown low. Trip Jones has to dive for it. I believe they're going to lose yards on that play. And that's going to bring up, I think, a punt now for the Wildcats.
Yeah, he had pressure really for the first time all night. Pressure on Colby Brown on that one made him really affected that throw. Wasn't able to really get enough on it out there to Trip Jones as he had to go to the ground to catch it and ended up losing a couple yards, making it 4th down from about the 23.
Tristan Trevathan again now back to punt as the returners are now standing about the 50-yard line. Good snap. Here's a punt, really good punt. Around the far side, bounces at the Antlers 45 and takes a couple of rolls closer to the 40. Going to be spotted at the 41-yard line for the Bearcats. 3:02 to go now here in the 3rd quarter as the Wildcat defense trying to figure something out of this wishbone that they've seen tonight from the Bearcats.
Yeah, defense has got to find a way to stand tall here and give the offense another chance with the ball. Down to about 3 minutes left in this 3rd quarter. And like I said at halftime, the problem you have here is not only has the Antlers run been hard to defend, but they just chew up so much of the clock every time they have the ball. Whether they end up scoring or not, they're taking 5 or 6 minutes of game clock time off almost every single time they have the football.
And it starts here on these first down plays where the Bearcats have been very, very successful on first down runs.
Got to find a way to make a negative play on first down, or at least a no-gain play on first down to really get them behind schedule. If you give up 4 or 5 yards on first down, it becomes very difficult to defend.
Wildcats now, looks like they're going to play 8 or 9 guys in the box. Wishbone, handoff, up the middle.
That's a hold. Wow,
Slung him
okay.
down, and finally a flag comes in.
Flag does come out.
It was a horse collar.
That's almost
hold.
a personal foul type hold. Like, he grabs him by the shoulder pads and just slings him. And like I said earlier, you're letting this game get out of hand a little bit if you're the officials.
That's Tristan Trevathan, who comes up limping. I think he was the one that was twisted around, grabbed by his horse collar and slung by the offensive lineman. That backs the ball up. That's that negative play we talk about on first down, and it will be 1st and 20 now for the Bearcats. This is the first time we've seen them really behind the chains this much tonight.
Yeah, not really the way you want to get the negative play as far as, that vicious of a hold, perhaps almost getting someone hurt, but you will take the negative yardage for sure and back them up. It's actually 1st and 21 as they put that ball down on the 30.
So Kobe Brown now checks in at cornerback position. Shotgun formation, split receivers. Here's the snap. 4-man rush. Pass out here to the flat and tackled. Good defensive play there. Trip Jones was able to swallow up the receiver for minimal gain. Looks like he got 2 on that play up to the 32-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 18 now for the Bearcats.
Yeah, really good job by Trip Jones getting over there. Colby Brown in on it as well, getting him out of bounds after just a 2-yard gain on that 1st and 20 situation. So now 2nd and 18 for Antlers. Got them where you want them. Got to capitalize here if you're the defense.
Shotgun formation, split receivers again. Late blitz coming, handoff up the middle, and he's swarmed at the line of scrimmage. Denny Foran, Kyler Woods in there on that play.
Lost a yard. Really good play by Foran, clogging it up, and then Woods cleaning it up at the end, getting him on the ground for a loss of about a yard, making it 3rd and 20 from the 31-yard line. You just can't give up a big play here on 3rd and 20. Don't let them get this first down or at least get a lot of this yardage and be tempted to go for it on 4th down.
20-6 is the score here. 1:50 on the clock. Bearcats 3rd and 18 here. Big defensive play here for the Wildcats. Shotgun formation, split receivers. Wildcats fall back into coverage. 4-man rush. Has some pressure. Forced out of the pocket. Looking to throw across the middle. And it falls incomplete. Bounces off the turf. Big defensive stand there by the Wildcats. We're going to force a punt now. 4th and 18 from the Bearcat 32-yard line. Stops the clock with 1:28. We see what negative plays can do here, Blaine.
That's what you got to do as a defense. Get a negative play on first down. It makes life so much easier. On that one, Coda Wainscott broke through and got some pressure, flushed the quarterback out. Kyler Woods started chasing him. He had some pressure, tried to make that throw on the run, and Tate Diaz did a really good job in coverage, not letting that pass be completed. Make it 4th down.
Here's the punt. Steps into it. Low line drive punt, almost takes the head off the official. Picked up by Trevathan at the 40. Dancing, looking to move. Now back to the near side to the 40, to the 45, to the 50. Has some room to run. He may go.
Get a
block.
Get a block.
At the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Strike up the band. Touchdown, Wildcats.
What a punt return by Tristan Trevathan. Made a couple guys miss initially. Got to the sideline. And then Trip Jones, we said he needed a block. Trip Jones got out in front of him, gave him that one block he needed on the edge, springing him into the end zone for the big play, punt return, touchdown. Wildcats right back in this ball game.
20-12 now is the score as the Wildcats line up to go for 2. They were unsuccessful on their first attempt tonight. .108 to go, and Tristan Trevathan, he was the one that got threw down on that defensive stand that caused the 10-yard penalty. Here's the 2-point conversion. Looking to throw across the middle and got it. Zeke Marlowe makes the 2-point conversion catch, and the Wildcats are within 6. It's 20-14. Wildcats Time to bring in Big Mo on this side of the field. We'll take a break. 1:08 to go here in the third quarter. This is Wildcat football on 107.5 KZIG, The Rock.
This is Eric Studeville inviting you to buy the Studeville way.
Whether you're looking for open roads
Or you like them built tough.
There is only one way to buy your vehicle.
And that's the Studeville way.
Studeville Chevrolet, 851 Westside Drive in Durant, and StudevilleChevrolet.com.
And Studeville Ford, 1601 South Mississippi in Atoka. And StudevilleFord.net.
The Studeville family of dealerships,
Proudly serving you and your communities.
When it comes to gifts that wow them, start your journey at the Flower Garden at 32 North Main in Coalgate. Whether it's planning that big event or you just remembered your wedding anniversary midway through the workday, the Flower Garden can get the gift you need right and on time. Follow the Flower Garden on Facebook or book online 24/7 at theflowergardencolgate.com. The Flower Garden, proudly serving Coalgate and surrounding areas since 1945.
And we're back here after that big punt return there by Tristan Trevathan. Makes it 20-14 as the Wildcats line up to kick it off. It's a kick to the near side, and it's going to just barely roll out of bounds. Yeah, just shy of the 20.
They're trying to really just deaden it over here against the sideline, and that one just took one too many bounces and just got barely out of bounds. I had to be refreshed of the rules on the out of bounds. Is it always just 5 yards in high school, or do they get it up to the 35?
I think it's just a 5-yard penalty, I believe. Nope, it's the 35. They're going to move it up. Wildcats at the 35.
I think if you're past the 35, it's just a 5-yard penalty. Yep. So, but still, not bad field position. Defense got to come out here, do like you did last time. Find a way to get a negative play on first down and get them off schedule. That's the recipe for success for this Wildcat defense.
1:08 to go here in the third quarter. The ball spotted at the Bearcat 35-yard line. Bearcats right to left on your radio dial. Play clock at 15. Looks like the Bearcats are going to go with the wishbone formation. Blair going to go under center, checks the play clock. Now at 5. A lot of Wildcats in the box. Here comes a blitz handoff around the right side. Crossing the line of scrimmage, only got a couple of yards on that run up to about the 37. We'll say 2 yards on the gain. It'll be 2nd down and 8 now for Antlers.
That's what you got to find a way to do on first down. Limit that first down play. Only 2 yards there. Makes it 2nd and 8. Makes this 2nd down more pressure to get some good yardage for the Bearcats. Really good job that time by that left side of the defensive front. Getting some push into the backfield, letting the linebackers come in and clean that play up for a short gain. Make it 2nd and 8.
Blair nonchalantly walks out to the huddle.
They do have to run another play here before the end of the quarter.
25 seconds on the game clock. There's 10 seconds on the play clock. So, in all likelihood, this will be the last play of the third quarter. Here's the play. Here's the snap. Here's the handoff up the middle. Runs into his own player up the 40. Going to be taken down, and that's where he's going to be marked at the 40. And that's
another little bit of a generous spot, I feel like. I think he was down more than 39, but they're going to give him the 40. It'll be 3rd and 5 when we go to the fourth quarter.
That'll be the end of the third quarter. 20's on the clock, 0's on the clock, 20 for Antlers, 14 for Coalgate as we flip sides. We'll take another break and be right here. 107.5 KZIG, The Rock.
45% of people put off buying life insurance according to industry research. Insuring yourself and your family can help you be more prepared in the event of an illness or a tragic accident. Call your local farmer's agent, Lucinda Holland, and discover coverage options you can tailor to your priorities and budget. To learn more about your coverage options, call Lucinda Holland at 580-889-3745.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Life insurance issued by Farmers New World Life Insurance Company, Bellevue, Washington. Industry research conducted by Lima, and Life Happens in 2021.
Cole County General Hospital is proud to stand behind our Coalgate Wildcats, committed to being a leader in health services and dedicated to improving each and every life we touch. Cole County General Hospital is a community-minded organization supporting our local businesses with resources and our community with care. We're located at 6 North Covington Street in beautiful Coalgate, Oklahoma. Stop in today or go to our website at ccghospital.com and see how we can help you. Cole County General Hospital. Go Wildcats!
And we're back here as we start the fourth quarter. We got a close one here, ladies and gentlemen. It's 20-14. Big third down play here coming up for the Wildcat defense. Be sure and stick around at the end of the game for the Lucinda Holland postgame show, Farmers Insurance, sponsored by Lucinda Holland. Third down and 5 at the Bearcat 40. Big play here for the defense. Under center, quarterback sneak up the middle, falls forward, and
he's a little short, or he should be. He's a little short. They marked him correctly. He is about half a yard, looks like, shy.
He's easing over to the 45.
Oh, goodness
and
gracious.
No,
he's short.
No.
That's fourth
by
down.
half a yard.
They're going to go for it, I would think, with as little of room as that is to have to get. Got to find a way to blow this up if you're the defense.
That quarterback sneak has really gotten the Bearcats a lot of positive yards when they run it, as Blair, a decent-sized quarterback, is able to just lower his shoulder, lower his head, and push the pile.
And you got to think that may very well be what's coming again here, with just needing about a half a yard here for the first down.
Clock running. It'll be right under 11 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Fourth and a half a yard for the Bearcats. Blair going to go under center. Here we go. Here's the snap. Tries to get Coalgate to come off sides. Looks like Antlers is going to call a timeout. Good job there by the Wildcats to not jump, not give them that free 5 yards.
Is he actually thinking of not going for this and punting this? Is he just trying to draw them off?
You would think,
you'd go for this. No more than you have to get than that. But you do have a 6-point lead, and really safe for one big play if you're Antlers. Your defense has played very well.
Yeah.
So maybe you play this really conservative and you just punt this after you couldn't get the Wildcats to jump.
The Wildcats have had one big play offensively to Trevathan for the touchdown throw. Other than that, it hasn't been a lot of big plays. Others' touchdown was scored on a special teams play. So do you punt it, have the Wildcats try to go 80 yards or so?
I just think the way you're running the football, you got to go for this if you're Antlers.
Looks like they're going to bring out – looks like they are going to go for it. They're at least going to line up to go for it. Wishbone formation. Blair under center. Half a yard to go. Here's the snap. Pushes the pile, and he does get enough. He's still on his feet, and he's going to go. Keep going to the Coalgate 40. Sheds a tackle. Chased down from behind. Trip Jones.
What an effort play by Trip Jones. Trevathan tried to punch that ball out, and as he did that, when he wasn't able to get it punched out, he slipped away from him. Trip Jones did a good job of not giving up on the play and running him down to at least prevent the touchdown. I don't know how he came out of that pile, but he found a way out of it. Huge play for Antlers there.
Ran down all the way to the Coalgate 20-yard line. Big play there on that fourth down and half a yard on that quarterback sneak.
Yeah, you got to find a way now as a defense. Shake that one off. Get back at it here. Get back to good, sound, fundamental defense.
10.5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Antlers threatening. Under center. Handoff, right side, running back. Met at the line of scrimmage. A lot better play there by that defensive line. Zeke Marlowe.
Yeah, looked like
Kyler
Woods. Woods had him low, and Marlowe came in and finished him off up high for about a yard. Half a yard. Good first down play defensively by the Wildcats.
2nd and 9 now from the Coalgate 19-yard line. That's the not big play first down that the defense has been needing.
Yeah, you had a really good first 2 plays on defense that last time. The play that really got you was you gave up about 5 on third down to make that fourth down close enough for them to go for it. I think if you could have held them to 4th and 3 or 4, they'd have probably been tempted to just punt it away and play defense. But when you give them 4th and half a yard, they're going to go for it.
Same formation, Wishbone, Blair under center. Gets a snap, handoff around the left side, cuts it back up the middle, has some room to run, inside the 10, taken down at the 5. Another big run there by the running backs. They're just able to shed tackles. Good, tough running by these running backs for the Bearcats. Going to bring up 1st and goal now from the Coalgate 5.
Yeah, good, tough running and a little bit of poor tackling on that one, and that happens as the defense gets tired. The tackling begins to not be quite where you need it to be. Diaz did a good job of making a touchdown-saving tackle there to keep him out of the end zone at least.
Don't know what the time of possession is, but it's greatly in favor of the Bearcats here tonight.
It's got to be 3-1 in favor of the Bearcats on time of possession.
First and goal from the Coalgate 4, wishbone formation. Handoff left side, met in the backfield. Trip Jones blew that one up, coming in from the safety position.
And a flag well after the play.
Coalgate saying it's on them.
That would be a huge. That would be huge if it's on the Bearcats. The play looked like it went for virtually no gain. Trip Jones did a good job of coming in, getting him on the ground for no gain. We'll see what the penalty is.
It's after the play, so it's got to be a personal foul. Personal foul against
Antlers.
That's a 15-yard penalty. That's going to put them back all the way at the 20. It'll be second and goal from the 20-yard line.
A negative play on first down, giving your defense a chance here. And I believe that's a loss of down as well because it's after the play.
Yep. So it's going to be second and goal from the 20.
Huge
big penalty there.
Huge penalty.
So you got to imagine this is.
You got to keep them out of the end zone here if you've got a chance going forward in this game. The clock keeps running. It's second down. You got to figure at best you're going to get this ball back around 7 minutes. You got to find a way to keep them out of the end zone here.
I'd watch the tight end slip play here. Blair under center gets snaps. Going to be handoff left side. Bounces outside. No! Swallowed up. Zeke Marlowe takes him down from behind. I thought he bounced around to the outside of the left.
Looked like he was going to, but Zeke did a good job of hanging on there. Looks like they're going to give him
a couple,
maybe
not
a
many.
Yard. No, that's still right about the line of scrimmage, actually. Maybe a yard.
They're going to give him a yard inside the 20 to the 19. It's third and goal now from the 19-yard line. Huge third down play here.
The key here, you can give up 3 or 4 yards. You don't want to give up 10 yards here and make it an easier fourth and goal. You want to keep them out here around the 15 to 20 if at all possible.
Shotgun formation. Split receivers on this third and goal from the 19. Quarterback rolling to his right, throwing across the middle and tipped, and it's caught.
Wow.
Oh, what a play.
He's not in the end zone.
By the receiver. He does catch the ball after that tip. That was Tate Diaz who tipped it up in the air, but the receiver was able to come down with it at the 2-yard line.
And that's just kind of how this game has gone luck-wise a little bit for the Wildcats. You make a good play. You can't quite get both hands on it to pick it, but you get it tipped, and then it just finds its way right into a Bearcats' hands to get all the way down to the 2 and make this a much tougher to defend fourth and goal here. This is, you figure with the way the clock's dwindling and down one possession already here, this is just about the ball game right here. If they get it in, you're going to have
Coach
a hard
Watkins
time.
realizes that too. I think he's going to call a timeout. The Coalgate Wildcats.
Antlers took it.
No, Antlers takes the timeout.
You got to think about this, though. They've been making extra points. As close as they are, do they think about maybe just kicking a field goal here to extend to a 2-possession league? That'd be a 9-point lead.
Antlers had 12 guys on the field, by the way.
On the play or
right now, just then.
Oh, okay, right then. Gotcha.
Then. They had 12 guys on the field.
And they had already broken the huddle, had they not? So that should have been a penalty for too many men on the field. Once you break the huddle, you can't have before you break the huddle, it's okay. You're changing guys in and out. After you break the huddle, that's supposed to be a penalty. I think that's a little bit of maybe what Coach Cater's talking about. I think what the Wildcat coaches have been a little bit upset about on that quarterback sneak play is there's been a lot of
tush push.
If you've noticed, there's been a lot of, I wouldn't even call it tush push. There's been a lot, I think, of plumb grabbing by the Antlers guy on the quarterback and slinging him forward, which is illegal.
Right.
You're not supposed to be able to grab him. I think you're okay to push a little bit, not grab and sling them forward.
7:05 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Looks like this is about trying to see the yard marker. It's more, I think, more the 2.5. It's a little bit farther out than the 2. We'll see what they do here. Looks like they are in the wishbone. They're going for it.
Wishbone formation. Huge fourth down play here by the Wildcat defense. Blair under center. Gets a snap. Up the middle. And we got a flag. Cater gets
finally
Cater got
flagging
it.
them.
Yep, I think Cater finally
And
calls it.
He's short anyway.
He's
They're
short
marking him
anyway.
short.
Cater's going to decline the penalty.
He's short, and I think Cater got what he wanted. He really talked to the officials in that timeout and said, hey, guys, they're doing this, and they're not supposed to be able to. Y'all need to watch this.
So
I think you decline it. You don't give them another shot at 4th down. They marked them short. You have terrible field position, but your field position's not going to be that much greater anyway. And he did decline it. So Wildcats will take over. Looks like at about – they actually set that down right about the same spot it was. That's about
maybe
the
two and a
half
yard line. Huge play there by the Wildcat defense. You said it, Blaine. That could have been the game either way. The last time, though, the Wildcats were down here, it was 3 and out, and a 4th down punt resulted in about a 7-yard punt.
And now you got a long way to go if you're the offense, but you got 7 minutes. Time's not a factor yet. You've just got to do what you do, matriculate the ball down the field, and you can go get the lead here. You know, like I said, you're not up against the clock yet. You can just run your offense, but you got to get off the goal line. That's the first key on this drive.
Tristan Trevathan's going to be in at quarterback. It's going to be run up the middle, trying to get out of the shadows of the goalpost. Might have gotten a yard on the play.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to give him out to about the 3.
So it'll be 2nd and 9 now for the Wildcats. You know, I want to apologize, everybody. Not that Antlers is not an easy place to broadcast. If you've been over here, service is not good at all. We're in the stands, not hardly any room. So I do want to apologize for.
And the wind has played a factor too.
For
I think
what I consider a poor broadcast tonight. So I want to apologize. Everybody sticking it out with us. 6.5 to go here. Trevathan's still in at quarterback. Gets a snap, rolls to his right. Looking to throw in the end zone. Still looking. Now cuts it back up the middle. Gets tripped up at about the 5-yard line.
Might have got a yard again on that play.
Coach Cater's looking for a holding penalty by the cornerbacks back here, and the back judge not having any of it.
I'm just glad he was able to get out of the end zone and that you didn't wind up getting a hold on the line in the end zone with all that scrambling around.
Yep.
A lot of times that happens, which results in a safety, which would be devastating at this point.
Kobe Brown's going to check back into the game. Denny Forehand's going to come off.
I think now you're at the point, it's third down here. You're down a touchdown. You got to go ahead and try to sling this ball around a little bit now. You tried to run it twice and get you a little room, get off the goal line, but now you're going to have to throw it here on this 3rd down.
3rd and 9. You want to make sure you do not hold in the end zone if you're the offensive line. Here's the snap. Brown rolling to his right, looking to throw into the flat. That's Diaz. Catches it at the 15, up to the 20. Pushed out of bounds at the 1st down and 10 for the Wildcats. How about that play, that throw by the young quarterback under pressure in the end zone, rolling to his right, making a throw to Diaz, and Diaz comes down with it and moves the chains and gives the Wildcats a breath of fresh air away from that end zone.
All the way out to about the 22 on that one. That's an 18-yard pickup at a 1st down. Good pitch and catch.
3 receivers now to the left side. Brown with the ball. Handoff, Hemphill up the middle. Cuts back to the right, up to the 25, and taken down at the 30. 2 big back-to-back chunk plays by the Wildcats. Gains about, looks like 9 yards on that run. It'll be 3rd down and about 1, or excuse me, 2nd down and 1 now for the Wildcats.
Yeah, probably the most room there's been so far tonight on a run up the middle by the Wildcats. Good job by Hemphill running tough, finding that hole, getting about 8 or 9 yards there on 1st down. I think this is when you maybe think about taking a shot. You got 2nd and short here. Take a shot downfield.
Brown gets a snap. Looking to throw out to the flats. Diaz with the ball. Hats at the 30.
You're getting a hold.
They're going to get a hold. Diaz, that's going to come back. He's going to go to the end zone. He's going to score. And it's going to come back. That touchdown will be taken off the board.
And I will say this.
I think it may have been a block in the back.
I think it was a holder blocking the back. I think this was actually probably a good call. I think it probably was a good call. I saw it.
It was right in front of us.
It was right in front of us. It was. It's unfortunate because it went for a touchdown, but it was a holder blocking the back.
So that takes 6 points off the board. It is a block in the back by the Wildcats. So 2nd down and 1 will now turn into a, what's that, 3rd down and 11 now?
Well, it'll be 2nd down.
2nd down and 11, excuse me.
Down.
It's a 10-yard penalty back to the 20-yard line. So So it will be 2nd down and 11 on that wide receiver screen. Block in the back by one of the receivers on the near side. Once Diaz got free, there's no catching him, and he's going to have to sit out for a play.
Yeah, he's got to catch his breath after running that one all the way to the end zone. But, hey, you got what you wanted on it. The bad thing about it is I don't know that it was really even necessary to do. You go back to that play again here in a minute.
Shotgun formation, split receivers. Here's the snap. Handoff Hemphill. He's met in the backfield. Pushes the line of scrimmage. Maybe back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I think he got a yard or maybe 2 on that. Looks like they're marking him about the 22. So that'll make it 3rd and about 10 from the 22 here for the Wildcats.
Game clock now, 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go. It is 20-14, 3rd and 10.
And, with what the clock's at and the way Antlers can chew up the clock, you got to at least think about at least getting half of this.
Yep.
Try to at least get half of this on this 3rd down.
3 receivers to the right side. Brown gets a snap, looking to throw, has time. Now under pressure, rolls to his right, being chased from behind. Still rolling, going to tuck it.
Got him! Got him!
Tristan Trevathan at the 30 to the 35 to the 40, pushed out of bounds. I thought Brown was really close to the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
He was getting close, but he was still behind it. Line of scrimmage was the 22. He was about the 20 when he turned that one loose.
How about the moxie by the young quarterback here?
Yes.
Big back-to-back 3rd down plays.
Finding a way to escape the pocket, keeping his eyes downfield, finding Trevathan open. Trevathan does the rest. Gets about 19 yards on that play and a 1st down out to the 41-yard line.
Stops the clock, 3:38 to go, 20-14. Split receivers, Hemphill in the backfield, flanking Brown to his left. Shotgun formation, gets a snap. Handoff, Hemphill up the middle, has some room to run, but shoestring tackle there, but not before gaining about 4 yards on that 1st down play. It'll be 2nd down and 6 now as we have an injured Wildcat.
Yeah.
Looks like Rowdy Hemphill.
Not a bad 1st down play. Unfortunately, Rowdy's still on the ground. You got about 3 there on 1st down. They'll check on Rowdy, and it'll be 2nd and 7 from the 44 after that.
So we've seen, you mentioned how Stowe was injured tonight. Haven't seen Bryson in the game. In fact, he's not suited. He's suited up, but doesn't have a helmet. Doesn't have a helmet on. And we haven't seen Che Barnett in the ball game here in the second half either. So maybe the running back depth taking a hit here.
It has. I will say this, from having Bryson in class, I don't think it's anything serious. It's going to keep him out for a long time, but not having him tonight does really hurt the depth. And Barnett, like you said, has been out. Fortunately, looks like they're working on a cramp probably on Rowdy.
Rowdy's played most of the offensive snaps here in the second half. Hemphill's tough running.
Yeah, Rowdy, not a huge stat night. He's carried the ball 8 times for 21 yards, but it's been a 21 tough yards in this game when you really needed it. Just kind of, like you said, even that play was only 3 yards, but it keeps you on schedule a little bit here. Obviously, you're in 4-down territory the rest of the way here. So getting 3-4 yards at a pop is not bad at all. Clock's still really not a factor. You still have all 3 of your timeouts. 3:24 to play. You're out at your own 44-yard line. Don't really have to be worried about the clock too much yet. Just keep matriculating the ball down the field. And I think at some point you're going to see him come back to that screen play to Diaz that went for the touchdown at some point and see if they can hit that again perhaps.
Shotgun formation, ball spotted at the Coalgate 44-yard line. Split receivers. Brown gets a snap. Looking to throw, has time. Steps up, pump fake, still has time. Now being flushed to his right. Looking, lobs it up, and it poked out of bounds, falls incomplete.
I was afraid he might have been getting close to being over the line of scrimmage, but once again, he was still just about a yard or 2 behind it. Line of scrimmage was the 44. Looked like he let that one go about the 42, 43. So no foul on the play. Bring up 3rd and 7.
It does stop the clock. 3:09 to go here. 3rd and 7. Ball again spotted at the Coalgate 44-yard line. Again, you kind of want to get two plays here.
Get 3 or 4 yards here. Get 3 or 4 yards here. Make 4th down more manageable. You don't have to get it all on this one play. Obviously, if you do, that's great. But don't be afraid to take a 4 or 5 yard gain here if it presents itself.
Three receivers here to the near side. Brown looking to throw. Has time, looking deep. Throwing across the middle. Jones catches it at the 45. Tripped up in the Antlers 43-yard line. Moves the chain. Stops the clock momentarily while they move the chains right at 3 minutes on the clock. Big play there.
Another
again,
good job.
just the Kobe Brown and the time. It starts with the offensive line giving him time.
That's a sophomore making the throw, hanging in the pocket. That's a freshman just finding the soft spot in the zone. Really
Three receivers to the near side, and we're going to have a stoppage of play.
Looks like
Antlers are going to call a timeout.
That's their final timeout.
That's a big timeout there by Antlers. 2:50 on the clock.
Let's go, boys!
Huge timeout there for the Bearcats.
And once again, you have all three of your timeouts. There's still 2:50. This is an eternity left.
Yeah.
You're on their side of the field already. Whole playbook is open. There's nothing out of the question. You're not to the point of just having to sling it downfield every play. Just keep matriculating the ball down the field. You know, and ideally, this drive ends with about 10 seconds left in the end zone.
Yeah.
I mean, in a perfect world.
Yep.
That's kind of what you're shooting for here. And Wildcats doing a really good job so far. They've already moved it from their own 2-yard line to the Bearcat 43. So that's they've already moved it 55 yards. 55 yards already.
Yep.
A couple of big third down completions. Can't say enough about the job the offensive line has done pass protecting.
And let's give some kudos to the receivers who dropped some balls in the first half.
Played much better in
the second half. I don't think they've dropped the ball in the second half.
There's nothing in the second half that I would classify as a drop by a receiver.
So much better offensive play here by the Wildcats. Barnett in the game, flanking Brown to his right. Three receivers to the left side. Tristan Trevathan by himself on the right side of the formation. Brown gets a snap. Has time, looking to throw. Slip screen by Diaz up the middle to the 30, to the 35. Caught down from behind, crossing the 30, inside the 30, about the 28-yard line. Moves the chains again. Diaz wanting a penalty.
Didn't see what happened at the end of the play there, but big
Moves
play,
the chains.
another first down. Let's go, boys! Looks like they're spotting at about the 29, so a gain of 14 on that screen pass and another first down. And now you're getting to the point you almost maybe try to milk the clock a little bit if you can.
Three receivers to the left. Brown, hands off to Barnett. Has some room to run around the right side to the 25, to the 20. And we got a flag. It's going to come back in the area of holding.
Got to hold.
That hold, it was early on. I could see it, the offensive lineman. I couldn't tell who it was, but did get a hold. So that'll come back. It has been a spot foul everywhere else, but tonight it's been from the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and that flag is basically at the line of scrimmage. The line of scrimmage was about the 29. It's laying at about the
24. No, it's at the 24.
Oh, no, you're right. That is at the 24. Let's see how they mark it off. If they do it correctly, it's 10 yards from right where they're standing right now, not from the line of scrimmage.
It still will negate the
play. They did start walking from that spot, so I think they are going to mark this correctly. They do.
So we've seen that called, that enforced two different ways tonight. So that's actually just about a 5-yard penalty. It'll be 1st and 15 now from about the 31-yard line. But it was a good positive run there by Barnett. Split receivers now, shotgun formation. Gets a snap. Quarterback design run up the middle. Tries to find some room. He's not going to go anywhere. Maybe falls forward to the 30.
I think you might get a face mask. I think you might get a face mask.
Late flag.
It's too late to be anything but a face mask, I think.
That will negate that holding penalty, and that'll be a first down. If that's what this is.
And he actually got
Big
about
play,
3 yards
personal
on the play
foul,
too.
Face mask on Antlers.
So that's
huge penalty there by the Bearcats.
That's going to get it down to the 15-yard line.
2:13 to go here. Again, I want to apologize. The scoreboard camera has decided to quit us tonight, so we'll do the best that you can. I'll do the best you can to try to tell you how much time and where we're at on the field. 2:13 to go here in the fourth quarter.
And now if you can, you want to almost milk as much of this clock as you can. Antlers is out of timeouts.
Three receivers to the right side. Hemphill back into the game. Brown shotgun formation. 2:13 on the clock. Handoff. Hemphill up the middle. Dragged down from behind. crossing the 15. Got a couple of yards on that first down run.
See where they're marking him about the 14, looks like.
I think he gained 2-3 yards on the play. It's 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7. They're going to spot him. That's not on the 11. The scoreboard says 11, but that's closer to the 14.
And the Wildcats doing a good job here. Now you're in the point. Start milking some of this clock. Antlers
Minute
is out
and a
of
half
timeouts.
here in the fourth quarter. 3 receivers to the right side. Brown with the snap. Looking to throw. Has time. Throws it. Got him across the middle. That's Jones, dragged down from behind on the far side, stays inbounds. Taken down, looks like inside the 10.
That's a first down. They're marking him all the way down to about the 6.
That'll be a first down, yep, at the 6-yard line. Stops the clock momentarily, 1:17 to go in the fourth quarter. Nope, they're saying he was short.
He's got to be just like a half a yard short if he's short.
I think Coach Cater he's going to save it. Clock runs 1:15. We'll say 2nd down and 1. Ball spotted at the 6. Shotgun formation. Brown gets the snap. Quarterback run. Met in the backfield and loses some yards on that play. Game clock now inside of a minute.
You've got all 3 timeouts. Let's let this clock run a little bit.
He's going to take his first timeout.
Where'd they put
Again,
that
it's just
ball?
3rd down.
That's back at what, about the 8?
I think the 9. From our vantage point, we're looking to the north. If you're familiar with Antlers, we're looking to the north. The play is happening to our left, the far end of the left. And we're basically at ground level. The scoreboard says that that's at the 6, but it's marked at the 9.
I think they've got to get to about the 5.5 for a first down, because we got to the 6, it looked like, and we didn't get the first down on the first down play. So, let's reset here a little bit. Wildcats just took their first time out of the half. They still have 2 timeouts left. So, whole playbook's still open here. You can still run this if you want. You've got timeouts. Just settle down here. It's only 3rd down. You've got to get about 2 or 3 here, but you got 2 downs to do it. Okay, don't have to have it all here on 3rd down. Obviously, we'd love to get it all on 3rd down. But what a drive. Got to find a way to cap it off in the end zone, but what a drive.
Yep.
Moving from your own 2 all the way down here, eating up all of the clock virtually. There were 7 minutes.
7 minutes on. That's what I was going to say.
Ball.
7 minutes on this drive, forcing Antlers to call their final timeout.
Yeah, because they were gassed. Because you hit them for the big play touchdown, they got called back. Then you had some other big plays. They had to take a timeout just to get a little bit of a breather. Looks like Wildcats are going to go Wildcat package with Trevathan at quarterback.
Tristan Trevathan in at quarterback. He's going to be flanked by Hemphill to his left. Antlers loading up to stop the run. Gets the snap. Bounces around the right side. Taken down. I don't think he got enough.
Close.
Jones says he has enough. I think he's
going
to be short. The back judge walking in.
It's fourth.
It is going to be 4th down. Coach Cater's going to call a timeout. It's going to be a 2nd timeout as the officials, they should have stopped the clock if it was close.
They should have stopped and looked. But you know what? It's really not necessarily that big a disadvantage for you that a little bit more time ran off. You still have a timeout. You're at about the 6-7 yard line. You got to get a yard or 2 here on 4th down.
No, they say he got the first down.
Oh, he did get it. Okay. Well, the chains are still
Scoreboard
up.
says first down.
Is this first down or is it a 4th down?
I think that's what we're confused about.
It's really hard. The
marker's at 1. He's changed it to 1.
But it looked like initially they called it 4th down, because I saw the white hat initially put his fist up in the air for 4th down. I don't know if maybe they looked at it again and said, oh, wait, no, that is a first down. I really don't know. We can't see the down marker that great here. It looks like it has a 1 on it.
I think the officials are trying to figure out, I don't know, what would it hurt to measure if it's this close?
Yeah, bring the chains out and measure if it's that close. Just bring them out and measure. What's the call, boys?
The white hat is going to eyeball it instead of measuring it.
Did he just say first? But the chains are still stretched out. You would think if this was a first down, you'd just drop the chains at this point because you don't need them anymore. It'd be 1st and goal. They are dropping them now.
Okay, that is a first down.
It's 1st and goal.
So it's 1st and goal, 36 seconds to go here. Okay, so we've got the Coalgate now has 1 timeout. You've got a 1 timeout. Okay, so you can run the ball at some point. You got to imagine it's probably going to be some pass plays to the back of the end zone.
You've got 1 more run left, pretty much, because you have 1 timeout. Other than that, it's got to be throws into the end zone.
1st and goal now from
about the
6-yard line. Brown in the backfield gets a snap, handoff. No, keeps it himself. Looking to throw. Lobs it up. Back out. Touchdown!
Who is that?
Touchdown! Tate Diaz!
What a play!
Colby Brown, the sophomore quarterback, extending the play with his legs, rolls out of the pocket from the right to the left.
Now, here's what's important. It's a tie game. You got to find a way to get this 2-point conversion. But what a play by Brown. A 98-yard drive.
7 minutes
31 off the clock. Find a way to punch this in. We don't want overtime.
High school football. Young Colby Brown.
Yeah, what a second half by this team. What a second half by this team.
Here we go.
Pay
2-point conversion here. 2 receivers to the right side. They got Zeke Marlowe in close. Brown rolling to his right. Throwback.
Got
him!
He's
open. Zeke Marlowe, and the Wildcats take the lead. The Wildcats take the lead. It's 21-20. What? Oh, we got a flag. There is a flag here on the near side.
It's after the play, looks like. I think it's after the play. It may be celebration or something like that. Or is it a formation issue?
Big penalty here. I think the conversion was good.
The flag came out awful late to be anything other than maybe what is it?
Illegal formation on the Wildcats.
Okay, so no 2-point conversion.
No 2-point conversion. So that takes the 2-point illegal formation.
Takes the 2 points off. What you probably had was a receiver off the ball that needed to be on the ball.
You had Marlowe lined up in the normal tight end position. And
so that's going to
–
that's a 5-yard penalty, so that's going to back it up to the 7-8 line for this conversion.
So it's still tied. It's 20-20, 28 seconds left. Antlers with no timeouts. This, for all intents and purposes, could be for the game. Marlowe now in motion. Brown, shotgun formation. 3 receivers to the right side. Trying to draw Antlers off sides. Antlers does not bite. And Coach Cater's going to call his final timeout.
Might as well.
Trying to get that 5 yards back.
Can't take it with you. Burn this timeout. You saw how they lined up defensively. Decide what you want to do here play call-wise. What a game. What a second half.
I know the play didn't count, but how about the play call there by Coach
That's what
Cater?
I started to say before we saw the flag. A perfect play call.
We haven't seen that play all year long.
No, but unfortunately you were lined up just a little bit wrong to draw the flag. But a heck of a play call. Marlowe was wide open. Wide open. Now you just got to do it again. I'm sure Coach Cater's got another play in his hip pocket probably that he really likes in this situation. What a game, though. What a performance by this team in the second half. Getting up off the mat.
Yep.
Played a pretty terrible first half all around, really and truly. Looked a little lethargic in the first half.
Yep.
Whatever was said at halftime worked.
It worked.
It worked well. This
they
was
come
a
out
much
with 27 seconds in the third quarter, scored right out of halftime.
Which was huge.
Huge
Got some
play.
momentum.
Huge play. And that showed that the offense wasn't completely dead.
Right.
That there was still some life. And we've seen the receivers make plays from the receiver position. The offensive line continues to block their tails off in pass
This
in
offensive
pass formation.
line can pass protect better than a Coalgate offensive line has in a long time.
Absolutely. Here we go. 2-point conversion. Split receivers to both sides. Shotgun formation. Now Diaz moves from the right to the left. 3 receivers now to the left. Brown gets a snap. Looking to throw. Back fade. Corner of the end zone. Up. And it is no good. Falls incomplete. Trying to get the jump play. Tristan Trevathan, why not?
That's a good play
receiver. Your best receiver sending to the back corner of the end zone.
It's a good play call. Didn't work out. Was a well-thrown ball. Put it up high where his guy's going to make the play or no one is. Just a good defensive play. by that defensive back over on that side of the field by Antlers to go up with Tristan and find a way to knock that away.
28.8 seconds to go here.
Neither
We're
team has any
up.
timeouts. This point, you know, kick it as deep as you can, cover the kick, and at that point you're probably going to overtime because nobody has any timeouts left.
So if you're Antlers, do you fair catch it and not try to save as much time as you can? If you return it and you bounce around, you're bleeding off clock, and it's going to be inside 20 seconds. Do you try? I mean,
I think what you try to do,
do you
if
see
you're
some hook and
Coalgate,
ladders here and stuff? And
I think the play, if you're Coalgate kicking off here, is you try to almost do the squib kick down the middle and make them have to field it so that they kill a little time running around.
Antlers is lined up close. All but one are within 10 yards of the line of scrimmage, 15 yards of the line of scrimmage.
You just got to cover the kick well if you do that.
Kicker playing some
little bit
mind
of cat
games
and mouse
here. Antlers trying to figure out what side they're going to kick it to. Antlers is lined up for an onside
Antlers
kick.
thinks we're onside
They think we're going to
kicking
onside
this.
kick it.
I would
think
not
that we would do that, but
I would not in a tie game.
Stranger things can happen. Here's the kick.
I think now you just kick it deep the way Antlers is lined up.
Here's the kick, and it's going to be a short kick, fielded at the 30. Run back to the middle, still on his feet. He's got some room to run, but he's tackled at the 50 by the kicker. Nice play there.
Really good play by the kicker.
That was a line drive kick. It didn't have a lot of hang time, and so the kick coverage wasn't able to get into their gaps as well. And so now the Antlers have the ball on the Coalgate 48-yard line with 23 and a half seconds to go.
Antlers, they've got no timeouts, so they're going to have to operate quick. I'm sure they're going to try to chunk it around a little bit here with this field position and see if they can hit a play. I imagine the Wildcats will have some pretty soft coverage, off coverage here, just not trying to not give up a big play.
Here we go, the ball spotted at the Coalgate 48-yard line. Shotgun formation. Gets the snap, looking to throw. Under pressure. Out of the backfield, pushed out of the backfield. Being chased, Kyler Woods comes in, tries to take him down, and he does.
No, he got
throws
it
out of bounds.
That took up a lot of clock. Taylor Spears was held like no other in the backfield, and once again, no flag.
That took 11 seconds off the clock. Now 12 seconds after that ball falls incomplete. Good coverage downfield by the Wildcat secondary, covering up the receivers, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. 12 seconds on the clock. Sure tackling at this point.
Yeah, here's the thing. Antlers has been able to kick extra points. I don't know what their distance kind of is they can do, but you want to play soft and not give up anything over your head, but also you can't give up 20 yards here and tempt them to try a field goal.
Or take a shot to the end zone.
Big thing, too, is just you got to get them tackled inbounds. If you get them tackled inbounds with no timeouts, you're going to overtime.
Regulations over.
They can't get a field goal team ran out quick
Two
enough.
receivers to the left side, one receiver to the near side. Shotgun formation, 12 seconds on the clock. Ball spotted at the 48. Late blitz coming.
Got him!
And he got him. The sack. Caden Russell gets to the backfield, and that's going to bleed the clock down to 0. Blaine?
Caden Russell with a big play there. There were several Wildcats in the backfield. Russell did a good job of getting through there, getting his hands on him, not letting him go, sacking him for a loss of about 8 on the play, and
This
we
game's
are heading
been
to overtime.
fun, Blaine. Let's have some more time here. We'll discuss overtime rules when we return right here on 107.5 KZIG, The Rock.
No one likes the hassle of going to the tag office. That's why Cole County Tag Agent Leslie Battles and staff work to give you prompt service. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, and even through lunch with no appointment needed. Cole County Tag Agency is a full-service motor license agency, providing registration renewals and title transfers for all types of vehicles, including boats, motorcycles, and ATVs. Driver's license renewals, real IDs, notary service, and now Pike Pass pickup location. Cole County Tag Agency, 28 North Main in Coalgate, a proud sponsor of Coalgate Athletics.
A community bank is far more than just a bank that offers the services such as online and mobile banking, mobile deposit.
Maybe it is the 20. Going to the 10.
And we're back again. Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize. This is a very tough place to broadcast at. Flipping in between different types of internet, trying to get you guys as good of a game as possible. Again, our scoreboard camera not working tonight. Apologize to that. Doing everything we can to get you guys back at home a decent broadcast. So the Wildcats do win the toss here in overtime. Ball will be spotted. It'll be first and goal from the 10 from the west end zone. So it'll be on the left side of the radio dial.
Wildcats won the toss, electing to play defense first so they know what they have to do when they get the ball on offense. This is where it gets difficult the way Antlers has run the ball. They're getting goal-to-go situation. This game may very well come down to who can get a two-point conversion and who can stop a two-point conversion.
So time is not an issue here in overtime. Wishbone formation. Bounces around the outside now up the middle. Good defensive play there by the Wildcats. Got a couple of yards,
like
maybe a yard. They're going to give him a yard on that gain. It'll be second and goal from the 9.
And here's what this game could come back to. Can Antlers kick a field goal? They've been kicking extra points. You know, if you can keep them stopped fourth and goal out around the 5 or 6, do they try a field goal instead of going for the touchdown? We'll see if we can get to that position. Good first down play, though, getting him on the ground after a gain of only about a yard.
Second and goal from the 9-yard line. Antlers Bearcats, wishbone formation, the formation that's had the most success. Handoff, left side. Met at the line of scrimmage, goes nowhere. Might have got a yard.
I think where they're walking in, he got about another yard. So it'll be
down to about the 7-yard line. No, 8.
Third and goal from about the 8 looks like here. You've done really well those first 2 snaps on defense here. Done what you needed to do.
Bearcats bringing in their shotgun formation now.
Now on third and goal from the 8, they feel like they've got to abandon that wishbone that has worked the best for them. Now cover up good on the back end. That defensive line, get in the backfield like you did that last possession.
We've seen the Coalgate offensive line pass protect better than the Antlers defensive line.
For sure.
With Coalgate not having to blitz.
Yeah, it's been defensive linemen getting home for the Wildcats.
Coalgate overloading. Now here's the snap, shotgun formation. Has some room to run, right side, tucks it back up the middle, still on his feet at the 5. He's taken down at about the 5-yard line, maybe the 4.
So now what
does – fourth and 4. No.
Oh, he's about the 3. About the 2.5 or 3.
About the 3, it looks like. So it'll be fourth and goal from the 3 on that big run there.
And
this is about extra point distance, but it's on the right hash. That
it's
factors
not in the
into
middle
it
of the
too.
field. I think they're going to go for this. I don't think they're going to kick it. I think if you'd seen the ball centered out at the 7 or 8-yard line, maybe they try it. But they're still in the
So here's the defensive
spread.
Here's the defensive play for the Wildcats.
Kind of
shotgun
a close
formation.
spread.
They bring all the receivers bunched in on the line of scrimmage. Look for the quarterback draw here. Steps back to throw.
No, you got
I think we're going to have a timeout. Coalgate's going to call a timeout. Coach Hopkins seen the formation. It's a formation we hadn't seen all night. So Coach Hopkins smartly calls a timeout.
Spread,
resets the defense.
Spread, but a close spread. Like you said, something we haven't seen all night. Good job of getting that timeout. Trying to remember the overtime rules. Does each team get 2 or 1 timeout? I think it's just one.
it's just one timeout.
I think it's just one. So now you don't have one on offense, but huge play here. Feel like if you can keep them out here on this fourth and goal, you really like your chances of finding a way to get it in the end zone with 4 tries and win this game when you get the ball on offense.
We've seen the defense bow up here a couple of times tonight.
And I'm really surprised with what Antlers came out in, which I guess shouldn't be surprised. They're probably trying to throw something at the Wildcats they hadn't seen yet. But with the ball on the 2.5, 3-yard line, the way they've run it out of the wishbone, I kind of don't know why you wouldn't just come out in the wishbone, and they may be doing that now.
It's your bread and butter. Nope, it's the shotgun formation.
Still shotgun.
Antlers going to try something different. Look for a quick in post route by the receiver.
Just everybody stay at home. Do your job on defense.
Here we go. Bunch of receivers to the left side, close to the line of scrimmage. Now everybody moving to the left side. Shotgun formation. Get the snap. Quarterback rolling left. It's going to be a quarterback design run. Got him in the backfield. Daxton Childers with the tackle. Huge play from that strong side defensive end position. Spreads it down, and he said, I'll just take this myself. And the Wildcats now with a chance to win the ball game They'll have first and goal from the 10-yard line after stuffing Antlers.
And now you know what you got to do. Like I said, all you got to do is get in the end zone. Don't have to worry about no two-point conversions. You get in the end zone here in 4 tries, and you have come back and won this ball game.
Touchdown wins the game. 14-0 was the score at halftime. The Wildcats have clawed all the way back, tied it up with about 28 seconds on the clock.
And, hey, let's say something right quick. As much as this defense got pushed around at times throughout this game, late third quarter on, they have been lights out.
Shotgun formation, 3 receivers to the left side. Trevathan by himself, one-on-one coverage over on the right side.
You've seen the look that they have defensively. Wildcats looking over to the sideline, seeing if we're changing the play any at all. Play clock still at 10.
I think you pump fake to the left and throw it to Trevathan cutting in on the right. Here's the throw. Back corner of the end zone and just overthrown the intended receiver. He was open a little too much.
Yeah, Diaz broke open, led him just a hair too far that time. It's all right, just first down. You still got 3 more plays here to try to get this in.
You got to imagine 3 plays in the end zone. You're going to – the clock is not an issue.
Second down, if they give you the right look, you might try to sneak a run in here and catch them off guard. On second down from the 10. We'll see what they do.
Split receivers, shotgun formation, Hemphill in the game. Quarterback design run up the middle, bouncing, and it's going to go a couple of yards up.
About the 7.
He's going to get 3. They're going to mark him at the 7. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 7. So 2 plays here for the Wildcats.
And like I said, that was you got the look you thought you could run against a little bit. Got 3 out of it. Made this a little closer for 3rd and 4th down.
Again, be sure and stick around for the Lucinda Holland postgame show. Here's the snap. 3 receivers to the left side. Again, Trevathan by himself at the top of the screen.
Still plenty of time on the play clock.
15 seconds on the play clock. Looking over. Hemphill switches sides, right to left. Now flanking Brown to his left. 5 seconds on the play clock. Here's the rolling to his left. Looking, still on his feet, looking. Back of the end zone and over the outstretched hands of Trip Jones. It was getting congested awful fast there for Kobe Brown. And now it's 4th down and goal from the 7. Again, the Wildcats have some length at the receiver position.
You tried
throw something up.
Yeah, you tried to roll him out to the left there. Bearcats defended that pretty well. Jones did break open a little bit late, but Brown had some pressure in his face.
Wasn't
was
able
a little high on that throw. Wasn't able to set his feet.
He was rolling to the left and had to throw back to his right.
And that's the toughest throw for a right-handed quarterback. Yep. Plenty of time on the play clock. It's still way up in the 30s. Plenty of time to get lined up here, see the
now
look.
It's at
Antlers.
25. The play clock has been screwy all night long.
Line up here, see the look, get your best play here on 4th down.
15 seconds on the play clock. Split receivers. Actually, Marlowe's in at the tight end position, and Antlers are going to call a timeout. It was a good timeout there by Antlers. Each overtime possession, you're granted another timeout. So this is another one of them use or lose timeouts by Coach Beasley. Smart timeout. You've seen the play call, the formation. It was the formation that we had seen that throwback to Marlowe, where Marlowe was lined up in the what I call the traditional tight end position on the left side.
And now that you showed them that, I wouldn't be surprised if you line up in almost that same formation but run a different play off of it than what you did earlier. Maybe you break Marlowe in across the middle of the field instead of breaking him out to the back of the end zone or front corner of the end zone. Be an interesting play call here. 4th and goal from the 7 coming up for the Wildcats when we get out of this timeout. Got to think Wildcats have really seen how Antlers wants to line up and defend really the entire playbook in this 3rd and 4th quarter and into overtime. They know what's going to work against it. I think you'll see the Wildcats try to get on the ball pretty quickly and get a look to the sideline and see if they want to change the play and change what they're doing. That's what they've been doing a lot here in overtime.
So here we go. Here's the play. Can the Wildcats win it, or are we going to second overtime? Different formation here. We've got 3 receivers tight to the left side. Trevathan tight to the right. Shotgun formation. Looking to throw. Looking, back corner. Throws it. And
too far.
Just over the outstretched hands of Tristan Trevathan.
And now, because of the overtime rules, you're going to start with the ball again.
Yep. Now
you're going to have the ball again, reset, first and goal from the 10, because you alternate possessions in the overtime. So go into the second overtime. The Wildcats will have the ball first.
Wildcats only able to muster 3 yards on that to go.
And you just hope that doesn't come back to bite you. You know, you made the stop you needed to make, which is really and truly the hardest thing to do in this overtime when, you know, the other team has 4 plays to get in the end zone from the 10. You really wanted to find a way to capitalize there and win it right there. But as it is, you reset, you come out here and see if you can get in the end zone here and hopefully get the 2-point conversion to go with it, to give you a little bit of breathing room when you go on defense.
Looks like we're going to go with Tristan Trevathan here as they bring Denny Forehand in.
Yeah, looks like we're going to the heavy package here perhaps and saying, you know what, trying to throw it didn't work that overtime. Let's just see if we can muscle up and bully our way into the end zone this time.
Forehand comes in as that extra offensive lineman. So we'll be Tristan Trevathan in the backfield with Kyler Woods. Rowdy Hemphill. Trevathan bounces it out to the left, still on his feet. Now reverses course, and he's losing yards, going the wrong way, not what you want.
Yeah, not what you want at all. You've got to just take what you can get there and not lose yardage.
You can't take negative yards in this situation, and that's exactly what the Wildcats did. They're going to mark him, looks like at the 15, 16-yard line, so a loss of 5 or 6. Second and goal now from the 16.
And, you know, at first I thought we might have been getting a little tricky there because I believe the way they lined up, I believe Forehand was eligible on that play.
So Kobe Brown now checks back into the game. It's second and goal from the 16. 3 receivers to the left. Trevathan by himself on the big side of the field. Kobe Brown with the snap, looking to throw. Near side, looking, throws it back corner, and he's open! Touchdown, Wildcats! Tate Diaz. How about the ball on that one by Kobe Brown to lob it into the back corner of the end zone?
Beautiful throw.
And the Bearcats just lost Diaz. He got lost in the back corner.
Of all the Wildcats, I don't know how you lose Diaz in coverage. He's your kind of your number 1 receiver. But thankfully they did, and a nice throw by Brown. Now the all-important 2-point conversion. You really want to get this
Coalgate takes a 26-20 lead. Wildcats are 1 of 2.
Wildcat formation with Trevathan looks like.
1 of 3 from 2-point conversion. Trevathan in at quarterback. Brings Diaz in, now sends him back out. Throw to the corner, and it's got him! 2-point conversion successful, and the Wildcats taking 8-point lead as it's the defense's turn now here as the Wildcats come out and score in the second overtime. It's 28-20. So, Blaine, at worst, we go to another overtime. At worst. So you've done yourself a service that you can, not that you want to, but you can afford
You can give up a touchdown
and a 2-point conversion. At worst, we're going to third overtime.
Yep.
But as a defense, you're trying to get them off the field here in 4 plays. And obviously, that takes the field goal off the board for the Bearcats.
Right.
If it ever was a possibility.
And
so
I don't know that it was.
4 plays to get for the Bearcats, and the momentum has all been here on Coalgate as they've outscored the Bearcats 28-6 here in 28-6 here in the second half.
Yeah, and 22-0 since about 3 minutes left in the third quarter.
It's been all Wildcats, and the Bearcats are going to come out not in the wishbone formation. They're going to come out in the spread offense.
And I think this is a mistake on their part. You've ran it well out of the wishbone all night. Why would you abandon it here?
They're going to send 2 receivers to the top of the screen, 1 receiver down here by himself. Tight end lined up on the line of scrimmage. Gets a snap. Quarterback rolls to his right. It's going to be a pitch to the running back around the right side. Cuts it back up the middle.
He's short.
And I think he's going to be about a yard short.
Yeah, there was definitely holding. There was not a flag thrown once again. That's been a common theme at times tonight.
Looks like Hemphill's going to trying to get he's still down with, he's been fighting cramps tonight. And a Bearcat, he's still on the field, so that's going to stop play here as Bearcat is down at the goal line.
And where is this spotted? Is this at the 1, the 2? I know he's short, but how much?
Looks like it's at maybe the half. It's inside the 1 yard line, it looks like to me. Just judging where it's at here on the near side.
Yeah, I think you're right. Obviously, thankfully you got him down short of the end zone, but that was way more than you wanted to give up ideally on that first down play. Now they've got 3 plays to punch it in from the 1 yard line.
We'll take a quick break and be right back here. This injury timeout. The Wildcats lead 28-20 right here in double overtime. We'll take a break and be back here on the 107.5 The Rock.
45% of people put off buying life insurance according to industry research. Insuring yourself and your family can help you be more prepared in the event of an illness or a tragic accident. Call your local farmer's agent, Lucinda Holland, and discover coverage options you can tailor to your priorities and budget. To learn more about your coverage options, call Lucinda Holland at 580-889-3745.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Life insurance issued by Farmers New World Life Insurance Company, Bellevue, Washington. Industry research conducted by Lima, and Life Happens in 2021.
Cole County General Hospital is proud to stand behind our Coalgate Wildcats, committed to being a leader in health services and dedicated to improving each and every life we touch. Cole County General Hospital is a community-minded organization supporting our local businesses with resources and our community with care. We're located at 6 North Covington Street in beautiful Coalgate, Oklahoma. Stop in today or go to our website at ccghospital.com and see how we can help you. Cole County General Hospital. Go Wildcats.
And we're back here in double overtime with the Wildcats lead 28-20. The Bearcats threatening, though, it's 2nd and goal from inside the 1 yard line as the injured Bearcat is on his feet, still being tended to there at the goal line. Blaine, we see that was a play that Antlers hasn't run. They've run that shotgun, but they haven't done the pitch back to the running back.
They did a good job, and I was questioning a little bit going to the spread when they've run it from the wishbone all night long so well, but like you said, that was a play they had not run all night, and they caught the Wildcats off guard a little bit on it. Wildcats did a good job of rallying to the football and getting him down short of the goal line, but he got 9 yards, and now Antlers has 3 chances to get a yard and potentially tie this game. 2-point conversion pending at that point.
Again, it's 28-20. The worst that can happen is we go to 3rd overtime. Again, barring a successful touchdown here and a 2-point conversion by the Bearcats. You got to imagine it's going to be a heavy dose of wishbone now as the ball's inside the 1 yard line.
Yeah, you would certainly think so at this point with it at the 1 or just inside it. You would think they would be going that heavy wishbone formation and just trying to bully their way on into the end zone, and looks like that is what they're doing.
That is exactly the formation they're going to bring. Though the running back that's been in the back is the one that just got hurt. Here's the handoff, around the left side up the middle, and he's going to fall forward and in for a touchdown. That's just so hard to defend when you're inside the 1. Basically got to fall forward, and you're going to get a half a yard.
Right, but now.
So now comes the play.
They have to get the 2, and the ball's pushed back out to about the 3 yard line for the 2-point conversion. So not quite as easy for the offense to just bulldoze their way in. Looks
Antlers
like
is going to call their only timeout here in this 2nd overtime.
And Coalgate hasn't used theirs either, so it wouldn't shock me if when we line back up here that Coalgate might not burn theirs after they see what Antlers lines up in.
Be sure and stick around for the Farmers Agent Lucinda Holland postgame show. Lucinda Holland is a Farmers Insurance agent serving our community. She's always just a phone call away. You can call her at 580-889-3147, as well as we'll have the First Bank Star of the Game. Something to consider here is
several candidates here tonight.
Pending this play, this could be the end of the ball game, or we send it to the 3rd. Blaine, the last time the Wildcats won in 2018 was here in Antlers in a 6 overtime thriller, if you remember that. I believe it was 34-28 was the final score. And we were talking We think that ball game went to overtime. It was like 12-12,
12-12 or 18-18.
It was a very low-scoring game, similar to this. But a 6-overtime thriller was the last time the Wildcats won in 2018. Wildcats trying to replicate that here. This is the second overtime. Bearcats still in their huddle. Drawing up the two-point conversion play. Waiting for the White Hat to start the play clock.
And now they have
started it, but will Antlers start it?
Well, but the actual play clock operator says, no, I'm not going to start it yet.
They're not running the play clock. The White Hat blew to start the play clock.
It's been 10 seconds at least.
Yep. So the Wildcat faithful on their feet making some noise. It's a full house here by the Wildcats.
Wishbone formation
Wishbone formation. Under center.
And timeout Coalgate, I believe.
And Coalgate is going to call their timeout.
Like I said, Coach Cater let everybody run out there, see what formation Antlers was going to come out in for this two-point conversion, and then go ahead and use his use it or lose it timeout for this overtime and adjust defensively and see what Coach Hopkins and the defensive staff want to do.
Is this a play where you sell out and send all 11 guys to the line of scrimmage?
Yes,
or do
if they get the two-point conversion by doing something they haven't done all night, which is play action out of that and leak a tight end.
Yeah.
Tip your hat to them if they do that.
Yeah.
I sell out and try to stop the run. Because remember, their throwing quarterback is not in the game in the wishbone.
Yeah.
He's in the game on the spread formation. So not saying that they couldn't be successful, but if I'm a coach and I'm going to get beat, I want to get beat going down doing what I do best, and that's running out of the wishbone, not trying to play action pass out of it. You get what I'm saying?
Yep. 28-26. Two-point conversion coming. The Wildcats lead by 2. Antlers trying to tie the ball game and send this to the third overtime. What a game here in Pushmataha County in week 1, game number 2 for the Wildcats. Again, it's Boggy Bottom Bowl time next week. It's been a
and they have started the play clock this time.
It's been a turn of halves here. We talked about it. The Wildcat offense and defense and special teams much better here in the second half.
Here we go, still in the wishbone.
Wishbone formation. Wildcat fans on their feet making noise. Under center. That's
false
a false start.
They
got him. False start.
I thought they were going to throw that flag.
The running back. That's a false start. That's going to be a 5-yard penalty and makes that two-point conversion that much more difficult.
And that's huge. That probably takes them out of the wishbone and puts them in the spread.
It looks like the spread, well, the quarterback's not in there yet. Looks like
you
they're
would
going
think
to
you would
stay
go to
with
the
wishbone.
Wow, that's gutsy to me.
Nope, here comes the spread.
There you go.
Okay, so it's going to be a spread offense. The ball pushed back to the 7-8-yard line.
You got them out of what they do best. That's a huge penalty.
That's the first false start on Antlers tonight. They've had a lot of penalties.
First one called. There's been 3 or 4.
Put it that way.
First one called.
It's the first one called and couldn't come at a worse
time.
Play
clock's at 9 and they don't have a timeout. They might get another penalty.
5 seconds is the play clock. Quickly to the line of scrimmage. Here's the snap. Here's the play. Looking to throw. Under pressure. Back of the end zone. Catches it. Short! The Wildcats win! The Wildcats win! The Wildcats win! Tristan Trevathan makes the play, and the Wildcats come from behind and take the 28-26 victory over the Antlers Bearcats. Outscoring the Bearcats 28-12 in the second half. And the Wildcats, with all the momentum heading in to the Boggy Bottom Bowl next week, the Wildcat defense, after a first half not to be desired, comes out in the second half and absolutely bows their neck. Comes up big and stops the two-point conversion. The Wildcats move to 2-0 for the first time since 2018 as the Wildcats pick up the overtime victory. Huge win for Coach Cater and this Wildcat defense team.
Cody, I don't think this is an overstatement. This is the biggest win for Wildcat football since 2018.
Yep.
Biggest win. What a game.
We'll take a break. We'll catch our breath here. We'll try to get some stats for you when we return. We'll come back to the Lucinda Holland Farmers Insurance Postgame Show right here on 107.5 KZIG, The Rock.
In a world full of possibilities and firsts, you need neighbors in your corner, experts who have your back, and a cheering section to keep you going. That's why we're here. For 100 years and counting, we've been the first bank of dreaming big and the first bank of what's next. At First Bank, we believe that anything's possible, and we're here to help you believe it too. First Bank, here for possibilities.
Logan & Sons in Atoka has the outdoor equipment from top brands to make your outdoor work or play a cinch. Still, Exmark, Hustler, Spartan, Intimidator UTVs, and Envy neighborhood vehicles are in stock and ready for you. Stop by today at 853 South Mississippi or call 580-889-3329. Logan & Sons proudly supporting all our local athletes.
Brown's Funeral Service in Atoka, Coalgate, Durant, and Medill are proud to be a part of the communities they serve. Since 1994, Brown's Funeral Service has proudly supported nonprofits, police and fire departments, local military members, and area schools. The staff at Brown's Funeral Service takes great pride in these endeavors because they realize it's more than being in business. It's about being a thread in the fabric of our community. Brown's Funeral Service, where service begins but never ends.
As Oklahomans, we look out for one another, and at Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance, it's no different. With agents like Kevin Haney right here in Cole County, we always have someone close at hand with the advice and guidance you need to help you find affordable coverage and products for your home, auto, farm and ranch, business, life, and annuities. Please call Kevin Haney at 580-927-2324 or visit okfbinsurance.com today. Life insurance and annuity products offered through Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company. Property and casualty products are offered through Oklahoma Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance and affiliated companies. Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance, made of and made for Oklahomans.
The RX shop is now under new ownership. Jason and Sedana Lanig and their two daughters are longtime residents of Caney and are looking forward to continuing the same great service for you and your family. They're excited for this opportunity to serve our community and invite you to let them help you with your healthcare needs. Call 580-889-3331, 580-889-3331, or come by 872 West 13th Street in Atoka. RX Shop thanks you for shopping local.
And welcome to the Farmers Agent Lucinda Holland postgame show. If you're looking for an insurance agent who can help you understand your options, call Lucinda Holland at 580-889-3147.
Take a breath.
Just a big exhale here from the Coalgate sideline as the Wildcats win a thriller here in Antlers. Double overtime victory for the Wildcats, 28-26 in a tale of two halves for the Coalgate Wildcats as they looked just discombobulated in the first half. We talked about how it just seemed off. The defense was a little off. The offense was a little off. The receivers dropping some balls that they normally would catch. And Blaine, when they come out in the second half, whatever was said in the locker room, it changed everything for the Wildcats.
Oh, it definitely did. And, it started, you get the ball first out of halftime. It started with not just scoring a touchdown, but sending a message that, hey, we're not rolling over here. We're here to fight. Scoring in two plays and getting on the board. But then the momentum didn't fully carry over immediately.
Yeah.
You gave up a touchdown on the next drive by Antlers. But from that point on, your defense was lights out.
Yep.
From about midway through the third quarter on, they figured out how to play that Antlers wishbone at about that point and just shut them down, really, from there on. The only other score they had was there in overtime when they only had to go 10 yards.
Yep.
The defense turned it around, and the offense, you can't say enough about the growth, the whole offense. But Colby Brown, as a sophomore, second career start, gets the ball on the 2-yard line, down 6 with 7 minutes left. What do the Wildcats do? They take a 6-minute and 32-second drive, 98 yards to tie the game. That's huge. I mean, we haven't had that ability in a long time around here, I feel like. And it's just a huge, huge win. Huge win.
Huge win. The Wildcats go to 2-0 on the season for the first time since 2018, and they'll carry all the momentum going into their home opener next week. You got to imagine it's usually a full house for the Wampus Cats come to town, it may be standing room only tomorrow or next Friday at Donald Mike Mayer Field when the Wildcats take on the Wampus Cats. Some final game stats here, Blaine.
Yeah, first for the Bearcats, Antlers Bearcats, they finished with 16 first downs, 45 rushes for 196 yards. So in the first half, at halftime, they were averaging about 5 to 6 yards per carry. By the end of the game, they're only averaging barely 4.
Yep.
So that tells the improvement you made on defense in the second half. They completed 7 of 11 passes for 97 yards. They lost 1 fumble. There was only 1 turnover in this game. This was a really clean played game for second game for 2 high school football teams.
Yes.
1 turnover in the whole game. Luckily for the Wildcats, it was the Bearcats, and it was a big momentum turnover at the time you got it.
Yep.
They were 3 for 10 on third down, 3 for 5 on fourth down. For the Wildcats, 15 first downs, 26 carries for 57 yards, but you were at like 15 yards rushing in the first half. So you got some tough yards rushing in the second half.
1.5 yards per carry in the first half.
And you upped it to a hair over 2.
Yep.
So you were more like 3 yards a carry probably in the second half instead of 1.5. 13 for 28 passing the ball, 175 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks, 5 penalties for 44 yards, 4 of 13 on third down, 2 of 4 on fourth down. Some individual stats. Colby Brown carried the ball 6 times for 22 yards on the ground, 13 for 27 throwing the ball, 175 passing yards, and I'd say 5 or 6 of those incompletions are drops in the first half. So his completion percentage was really and truly probably a little better than what that shows. 3 touchdowns, no picks. Heck of a game by Colby. Tristan Trevathan, 6 carries for negative 2 yards. Most of that happened on that overtime play where he tried to reverse field and lost a lot of yards. Only 2 catches, but 74 yards, and the big touchdown to open the scoring for you on that first drive in the second
27
half.
seconds.
And then he also had the punt return for a touchdown after that for your next score. So Trevathan with a big game. Tate Diaz, 5 catches, 56 yards, 1 touchdown. Let's see here some other guys. Zeke Marlowe, 1 catch for 4 yards. Running the ball, Hemphill, 9 for 22. Barnett, 4 for 14 running it. So, running yards were tough to get, but you did what you had to do. This was a big boy win.
Yep.
Coming back, fighting back through a lot of adversity, being down 14-0, and then 20-6 with about 3 minutes left in the third quarter, and finding a way, digging deep, going on a 98-yard drive to tie it. Just you can't say enough about it. Heck of a win for the Wildcats.
This is the Lucinda Holland Farmers Agent postgame show. We'll take one more break. When we return, we'll have the First Bank star of the game when we return right here on 107.5 KZIG, The Rock.
H&L Custom Processing is proud to support the Coalgate Wildcats. A family-owned business by Gary and Charity Hensley, H&L offers custom processing of wild game as well as local livestock. H&L is USDA certified and makes it a goal to provide excellent service, cleanliness, and up-to-date processing services in their state-of-the-art facility. With immediate openings for beef and pork processing, H&L is here to help get your team ready for tailgating or backyard cookouts this season. Stop by and check out their facility in Coalgate or call 580-258-0263 for more.
A community bank is far more than just a bank that offers the services such as online and mobile banking, mobile deposit, and loans that fit your needs. A community bank invests in the community it serves. Your phone call will be answered by local people you already know and will make you feel welcome by greeting you as you enter the lobby. At Shamrock Bank, we effectively combine convenient banking technology with people you know and trust. It really is the people that make the difference. At Shamrock Bank, you are more than a customer, and we are more than a bank. Shamrock Bank, member FDIC.
Looking for the perfect outfit or a unique gift? Visit Triple Heart Boutique. The latest trends in women and children's clothing, stylish accessories, and charming decor. Show your team pride with their exclusive Spirit Wear collection. Need an energy boost? Stop by for one of their refreshing teas and stay glowing all year long with their tanning and red light beds. Open Tuesday through Friday from 6 to 6 and Saturday 10 till 2. Visit Triple Heart Boutique at 117 North Main Street in Coalgate.
This is Eric Studeville, inviting you to buy the Studeville way.
Whether you're looking for open roads
or you like them built tough,
there is only one way to buy your vehicle.
And that's the Studeville way.
Studeville Chevrolet, 851 Westside Drive in Durant, and StudevilleChevrolet.com.
And Studeville Ford, 1601 South Mississippi in Atoka, and StudevilleFord.net.
The Steubenville family of dealerships,
Proudly serving you and your communities.
When it rains, it pours, so it's important for you to get the coverage that meets your needs. Farmers Insurance agent Lucinda Holland can help you understand your options so you can prepare for what the forecast brings. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two. Learn more by calling agent Lucinda Holland at 580-889-3744 to find out how she can help you protect the things that matter most to you. That's Lucinda Holland.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Welcome back to the Lucinda Holland Farmers Insurance postgame show as we wrap things up here in Antlers after the Wildcats come away with a thrilling victory. Double overtime victory, 28-26, after the Wildcats scored, got the 2-point conversion there in the second overtime. Antlers scoring on the second play on their turn. Then the Wildcats coming up with a big stop after a false start by the running back for Antlers, pushing that 2-point conversion back from the 3 and back to the 7.
And you can't really you can't overstate how big that was.
Yes.
Because when they come out at first for that 2-point in the 3, they're going to be in the wishbone and just try to bulldoze it right down your throat.
And they've been able to get those 2 or 3 yards all night.
And it's been
just
really hard to stop.
Just by falling forward.
Yeah, you get that penalty, push them back to the 7-8 yard line, then they feel like they have to throw it. You're able to, they complete the pass, but you're able to rally to the football, get him down at about the 2-yard line, and win the game.
It's now time for the First Bank star of the game. Get paid for making good grades with First Bank's iStudent checking account. Good for ages 13 to 21. For more information, visit any First Bank location and ask about First Bank's iStudent checking today. Available at all First Bank locations. We've talked about it. We've looked at the stats. And again, kind of like last week where Tate got the timeliness player of the game with that big touchdown catch, just based on the momentum, where the momentum of the game was. Tonight, based on his moxie, unwillingness to fold under pressure, making some really big boy throws, we're going to go with quarterback Colby Brown tonight for the star of the game. Blaine's got some stats again for Colby.
Yeah, Colby ended up with 6 rushes for 22 yards, 13 out of 27 throwing the ball for 175 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. No picks.
So about 200 yards of total offense for Colby Brown.
Right at 200, and, like you said, the timeliness, the moment, leading a 98-yard drive.
And let's talk about that. The Wildcats started that final drive where they scored with 7 minutes on the clock. They were at the 2-yard line. And if you think about it, remember, there was 3rd and 11 from the 2. And the Wildcats, Coach Cater, Coach Watkins, the offensive staff, puts trust in the sophomore quarterback, rolls him out of the pocket to the side right.
And puts trust in the offensive line as well to block it up but not hold and get a holding call in the end zone for a safety. Huge moment. Colby definitely earned that player of the game. And a moment we hadn't really talked about because it kind of got lost in the shuffle, but the defensive stand to keep them from going up 2 scores right there and get you the ball, still down just 20-14. Huge play there, and just a huge night for Colby Brown. Not the most overwhelming stats in the world, but like you said, the timeliness of it and just the ability to lead a 98-yard drive to tie the game with 28 seconds left and send it to overtime, that's big. That's player of the game stuff.
I think we've seen the growth and maturity from the young quarterback here. I think Colby has definitely solidified his spot as the starting quarterback from this point forward. It doesn't overstate again how mature he looked tonight. He didn't look like this was his second career start in high school football. And Antlers, we've played Antlers, again, this is the 44th time.
A lot.
Antlers always has a tough defense. Regardless of what's going on, regardless of their age or how young they are, they're always tough and solid. And Coach Beasley always sports a very, very tough defense. And to not have any turnovers from the sophomore quarterback and to make those timely throws and decision-making there by Colby just speaks a lot about how kind of he grew up some more in front of us tonight. So that's why he's going to be the First Bank star of the game. Again, get paid for making good grades with First Bank's iStudent checking account. Good for ages 13 to 21. For more information, visit any First Bank location and ask about First Bank's iStudent checking account, available at all First Bank locations. Whew, Blaine, that was fun. We talked about that was one of the funner games that we've got to do.
It's probably the funnest game we've done together so far.
That
this
was
is, what, our fifth year calling together?
Fourth or fifth year. 2-0. Wildcats 2-0 for the first time since 2018, looking to go undefeated in non-district next week. Again, want to see everybody at Coalgate. Donald Mike Mayer Field, a 7:30 kickoff. Boggy Bottom Bowl 2024, the 112th meeting, I believe it will be for the Boggy Bottom Bowl. So we hope to see everybody there. If you can't make it, again, you can watch us YouTube. Be sure and search at Coalgate Wildcats. Want to thank everybody for tuning in, wherever you are, however you were. We hope you enjoy the broadcast. Again, we apologize for the technical difficulties and whatnot. This is, in my opinion, the hardest place to broadcast from, and I knew that coming in. So we hope you somewhat enjoyed the broadcast. We'll promise we'll try to do better next time. But we're going to wrap things up here from Bearcat Stadium here in Antlers. We'll try to make the trip back west to Cole County as the Wildcats come away with a 28-26 victory in double overtime. I'm Cody Newberry, Blaine Riley, Nathan Harden. Thank you all for tuning in. Join us next week, pregame 7:15, kickoff at 7:30 from Donald Mike Mayer Field. Boggy Bottom Bowl 2024 next week. We'll see you next time right here on 107.5 KZIG, The Rock.
Thank you for listening to Coalgate Wildcat Football. The 2024 Coalgate Wildcats are presented by First Bank. The Wildcats are sponsored by Brown's Funeral Service and Farmers Insurance Agent Lucinda Holland. The Coalgate Wildcats are brought to you by Studeville Ford, Shamrock Bank, and Logan & Sons. Coalgate Wildcat Athletics are also sponsored by Cole County Farm Bureau, Triple Heart Boutique, and H&L Customs. Also helping to bring you the Coalgate Wildcats, the RX Shop, and Cole County Community Hospital. The Wildcats are sponsored in part by Flower Garden and the Cole County Tag Agency. This has been Coalgate Wildcat Football.